fashion. We also have the Celtics winning in not so dramatic fashion. We have NFL updates as we're headlong toward a Bar Card Friday brought to you by Keg and Bottle.
Ooh, it's right around the corner.
Yeah, 10 locations around San Diego. So get to one while you're stocking up for this weekend's events. We have Father's Day coming up. So we're going to be doing some more Father's Day themed drinks tomorrow. Tony Kanja has that delicious Zomos Father's Day gift package with the Romeo y Julieta cigar, which is a nice smoke. I mean, that's probably like a $12 to $15 stick in that package. That's pretty good. It's got a little torch lighter, a little cutter with it as well. That's a normally, I want to say, $140, $150 range price value. You're going to get it for much, much less than that, almost half off. So get out to Keg and Bottle location. I think he said he was going to put 10 of those in each store.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a limited amount. So if you want to get one, you gotta get there.
Yeah, no question about it.
Find the nearest location near you.
So we do have the U.S. Open. We'll be dropping updates in as this goes on, and we'll have more reaction on tomorrow after the first round, and then obviously Monday reacting to whoever wins this thing. Nobody got arrested though, so boring.
Not yet.
So far.
Yeah. Well,
so
listen,
far,
it's early.
Fletch already unhappy with the field of play.
Oh no,
here.
I'm stoked with the field of play.
Well,
it looks so hard.
Yes. What you actually said was, if I hit that shot of a clip you sent to us, if I hit that shot and then that perfect shot rolled into the bunker like that, I would choke someone and then quit.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, that's exactly right. Like you see the scene in Happy Gilmore where he's choking his caddy.
Yeah.
And he's like banging his head off the ground. I think that's probably what I would do.
Okay.
The level of frustration that you will see from these golfers over this weekend will be different from the PGA Championship, from the British. They call it the Open Championship now. It'll be different from the Masters because the way the USGA sets up the US Open is to try to have the winner shoot par, which means that it's going to be the most difficult course setup all season long. You know, there's a lot of courses who actually kind of like the fact that golfers will score low on their course because it pads their confidence and their egos, and they like playing courses like that, some of them. So it actually helps, but not this US Open. Every single year, it's the most difficult course setup. So we're going to see some probably higher scores than you're used to on a Thursday round.
Well, the U.S. Open, just a prequel, just a warm-up for the One More Win golf tournament coming up next week.
We're within striking distance. 8 days away. Jesse Lozano's One More Win golf tournament coming up next Friday, the 21st. So this is how you qualify to win a foursome at this golf event as Ticketpalooza continues here on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. All you got to do is win a $50 OG's gift card by submitting a talkback using the talkback mic. So the talkback mic, it's a little microphone button found next to the play button on the iHeartRadio app. You can say anything you want. We can play it for you on air. Ask us a question, comment, a suggestion. You can use it any way you want. You click that little microphone button, and then that gets fired off to a computer in Fletch's production studio.
Please don't cuss.
If you cuss, we can't play it. We can laugh at it off the air, but we just can't play it on.
Yesterday, we set a record for like most talkbacks in a single day on this show, on this station for sure.
Probably at iHeart.
Probably. And 55 to 60% of them we couldn't play.
We could not play them
because you naughty mouth boys.
So
yeah, it happens.
I was boots on the ground yesterday out at the Links at the Lake House, San Marcos.
Let's hear about it.
So they went under a massive renovation, I want to say about a decade ago now. And I think people, and this was told to me yesterday, who grew up in San Diego, remember that golf course is being kind of run down and like the area kind of being run down. Not from what I saw. Look, dude, it looks badass out there. And the houses around are all a little bit newer. Like, it seems like a pretty up-and-coming area of San Marcos, and the golf course itself was beautiful. I got to chat with Mike, who is the GM out there, and just the fairways, the things he was describing to me, what they've undergone this spring, getting ready for summer. Dude, it looks awesome, and I can't wait to be out there. The spot we're going to be located is very close to a bar, which is cool. And then the first tee box is right there. The putting green is right there. This is going to be an awesome event next Friday.
Is there going to be karaoke on the putting green?
Do you want there to be karaoke?
Yes.
I'm sure we can make that happen.
Okay, that sounds good.
If
Now, look,
it's just you with a microphone that's unplugged singing on the green, that's perfect.
wait, unplugged? Why?
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Hmm.
Look, if you want to qualify, then you have to listen. And then if you win the qualifying prize, it's a $50 OG's gift card. That will then put you in the running for a foursome. If you would like to sign up and just purchase a foursome, it does look like there's still some room available. You go to onemorewin.org. That's the number 1 morewin.org.
And you can buy yourself a foursome.
Yeah.
Also, today on Ticketpalooza, we're giving away a pair of tickets. See Noah Khan at North Island Credit Union Amphitheater. That's a June 18th show. Also, we have a chance to see Daryl Hall with Elvis Costello. That's a June 16th show. That's coming up at Cal Coast Credit Union Amphitheater. Ticketmaster.com for both of those.
Some would say it's Elvis Costello.
Well, yeah. Some, maybe
followed
only one.
by Daryl Hall.
Maybe only one would say that, but
Elvis Costello.
Well, maybe two. Elvis and me. Anyways, I like my version of Daryl. My favorite version of Daryl was when he was with John. Coming up on the show, also, we have a 4-pack of tickets to the San Diego County Fair as well. So Ticketpalooza this week has been exactly that. We have been giving these away, and that $50 gift card to OGs for a talkback submission. You're in the running as soon as you leave a talkback. Do we have one? Okay, what are you pointing at? The homer in the 5th, followed by that homer to the Petco porch. 370 feet bomb that seals the game for the Padres. Back-to-back days, walking off home runs. Higgy yesterday, or I should say 2 days ago. Then you have Jackson Farrell Merrill. Woo! He hits one to yesterday. This was cool for two reasons. This made history this season. It's the first time the Padres have had a series sweep all season long, this time against the Oakland A's. And then also, Jackson Merrill becomes the youngest player all time. Major League Baseball been around for a long time to hit multi-homers in a single game, and one of those home runs being a walk-off. Youngest all time.
That's fantastic. Does it kind of feel like he's our own little Brock Purdy?
Well, kind of. He's a little engine that could.
He's got a little bit of ways to go before that, but
no, he was a much higher draft pick than Brock Purdy.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. That is true.
They effectively brought this guy into the system, and he's been tremendous.
I'm gonna get a puppy. I'm gonna name him Jackson.
Yep, that makes sense to me. In fact, I have a feeling
I should get a cat. I guess I should get.
There's going to be a lot of babies made in San Diego this season if it keeps going this way, named Jackson or Merrill.
Or Farrell.
Well,
meet my son, Farrell.
He's wild.
If Kevin Acey keeps writing it, we'll keep saying it.
Well, I think he's written it once.
Farrell Fletcher. Yeah. Can you imagine? Anyways, congratulations to Kendall Fletcher and Ben
Fletcher. Just a few more months.
Hey, are you sure?
Wait,
no.
When are you doing a gender reveal? You said it was in July.
No baby. But Rich, you do often refer to your children as feral.
Oh yeah, they're wild animals. Yeah, they knock over neighborhood trash cans. They're oftentimes spotted by flashlight, and then they quickly stare into the flashlight, and you just see their eyes reflecting the glow, and then they run away.
What is it about kids that are around Bash's age that like to ram their head into your junk when they see you?
It's a term of endearment.
They get so excited that they start running towards you. Like my nephew does the same thing, and he just headbutts you.
It's where words fail them. Only physicality can show how much they love you.
And a head to the groin is the only way, apparently.
That's right. That's exactly
Says
right.
a lot. Says a lot.
It says more than you know.
Dude, how about it, though? The Padres, they finally get a sweep. We were denying them that, or we were naysaying that, I should say. And now we owe Fletch and Kevin Acey a burrito.
Well, I think you owe Kevin one. I don't actually think you do owe me one. Because I also said Fernando would get a hit.
You did. I was going to say, you did add that on there.
See, I'm an honest bettor. Now, Fernando did get on base, so it extends that streak, but his hit streak ends at 18.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, that's unacceptable.
Right? Yeah, I think that's like half the record.
He got on base
actually.
and scored a run. I mean, it's even in a night where he's off, he's still making an impact.
Are you trying to make an argument for a burrito?
No, but I mean, if we're going double or no, that was the bet I made. You guys don't owe me a burrito. You do owe Kevin a burrito.
Yes.
Right on.
You
You know what? We should go. We should just buy him a burrito only, and we'll just all stare at him while
Just
he eats it.
watch him.
Yeah,
We're not hungry, Kevin.
we just want to watch you.
Yeah, you know what? Dip it in the guac again. Yeah.
Did Kevin
yeah.
ever respond to our text exchange yesterday?
He did not.
No.
No.
Okay, so the game ends. I sent a text saying, I'm partial to California burritos. I'm not sure about Kevin. And then you guys went on a 20-minute rant of just a pun-fueled rant. And I didn't respond one more time. And Kevin never responded.
It was because of one individual that now Rich has named Michael Burger King.
That's right.
Yeah.
Michael, in quotes, Burger King. So, the way
Who was awesome yesterday, by the way. He was fantastic.
Right.
the way the text exchange went down, and again, this is a group text with the three of us and Kevin Acey, our Padres insider best friend. You say that about California burritos, and I wrote, somehow I feel like Kevin is going to ask for a lettuce rep, and it's going to break my heart. Followed by TD going, thank God for Solano Beach, please. And Farrell Merrill, Elton John didn't do anything today. So by that, you mean Hassan Kim?
That's correct. Yeah. Everybody calls him Elton John.
Well,
Because you could tell everybody that this is Hassan.
So we move on to
Which
this.
you have ruined that song forever.
I know. I can't hear it any other way now. Move on to this. I say, Michael, quote unquote, Burger King pitched a gem. TD goes, a gem? How about a Whopper? I followed that by a dozen strikeouts. I wonder if they were all sliders. TD follows that up with, he flame broiled the A's today. I'm like, you know why I like him? TD, of course. Ever my wingman goes, why's that? I write back, soft buns.
Yes.
And then I followed that up with, Then TD hit us with this gem. This is a great one. I could hardly stay sesame seated when I watched him today.
These are gold.
So the
How does he
entire
not
time,
respond?
because this was over the course of 20
Hang
minutes.
on, I'm not done.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, let us relax, Michael. He's just been so reliable from March to June.
I see what you did there.
I corrected it later. I wrote April, tomato, June. You get it.
You know, when you have to correct something.
Well, it was just a slip. He was typing fast.
Yeah, well, I was. Yeah, April is the
It's before
May. Anyways,
yeah.
I hope I get to meet MEAT him soon. Not today though. He's probably exhausted.
So the entire time this is
Wow.
going on, which again is over the course of 20, 30 minutes, right after the Padres game ended, I'm picturing Kevin Acey, who's probably hustling from the press box down to the clubhouse, and his phone just going ding, ding.
You know it's on vibrate and just going.
And
And
Kevin's a
he
big
keeps-
AirPods guy too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what if just in his ears, Travis Dale has sent you a text message. Rich Orberger has sent you a text message. Travis Dale has sent you a text
Well,
message.
what it says in your AirPods is Travis Dale has sent a text to the group text with you, Kevin Acey, Ben Fletcher, Rich Orber. I wonder if our names are saved that way in the phone.
Right.
But
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
And then so
It's probably just dumbass number 1, dumbass number 2, dumbass number
Travis,
3.
Travis
If
Dale
it's a
said,
short message, it'll read
ha,
it.
Ha, 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 ha. That joke was ... Well done.
Siri butchers the delivery.
Anyway, sorry, Kev, if you're listening to the show, which, by the way, he listens to our show a lot more than I realized.
Yeah.
He was listening for like a solid hour and a half yesterday before he jumped on the show. So I don't know.
BS.
Maybe we're doing something right, guys.
He wasn't. He got out of bed 5 minutes before he came
No,
on.
he
He wa-
referenced
yeah, he
something.
was referencing things earlier in the show.
Yeah, he was sarcastic. He was like,
Uh-uh.
and you know, I've been listening for an hour.
No, he said it. He repeated something that we had said earlier. It was
Exactly.
gold
Yep.
mostly. I forget.
Yeah, I
I forget
forget
a
as
lot
well.
of it. Yeah. But yeah, so anyways, big night for the Padres. Again, Ticketpalooza continues. We are going to get to some breaking news out of LA here coming up in just a moment. And the NBA Finals, Game 3 last night. Do the Mavericks have a chance?
Start off with a little U.S. Open update. Aberg, don't know how to say his first name.
Aberg.
2 under par through 4 holes. He's in the lead right now. Tiger Woods in second place with a bunch of people who are all tied at 1 under par. Tiger's through 5. This U.S. Open update brought to you by the Golf Mart, home of the 90 Daring.
Go ahead.
That's a
Yeah,
stroke.
why don't you start
The
it over?
90 Darren guarantee.
The 90-day guarantee, followed by give me a golf whoosh sound effect. Thank you. Let's see. Padres won yesterday. Jackson Merrill, home run, 2 home runs. One of them was a walk-off. Donovan Solano also hit a couple homers. Day off today, 3-game series with the Mets beginning tomorrow in New York. NBA Finals. Celtics take a 3-0 series lead over the Mavs. 106-99 win last night in Dallas. Luka Doncic still complaining about all the different calls against him. Teams with a 3-0 series lead, 156-0 all-time in NBA history. And in the NFL, emotional night out there in Foxborough last night, guys. I don't know if you watched any of the video. I found it way more entertaining than anything happening in the NBA last night. But Tom Brady inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame. It was questionable whether he was going to get in. There was lots of conversation back and forth between the Kraft family and the Belichick and the Gronkowskis, but, they finally allowed him to get into the Ring of Honor out there in Foxborough.
They gave him the green light and then somehow threw together a massive party.
Yeah.
Wasn't that cool?
In minutes.
Jay-Z coming out at the beginning, like with the allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
So the reason why that happened is because at Gillette Stadium, that was the song that played when Brady was coming on the field every time. So like when he would jog out of the tunnel with the quarterbacks, it was before the game.
Travis Dale operating the fog machine though, way too much.
No,
you couldn't even see Jay-Z for the first 5 minutes of the song.
It's fake news. You can't have enough.
We'll get to that story in a little bit. By the way, there's going to be a statue of a goat out there in the New England area in a little bit.
Is it Lucy?
Yeah, it's Lucy, the big game goat, the Gillette goat. It's going to be out there. But we have breaking news out of LA. JJ Redick officially going to interview for the Lakers head coaching job this weekend.
Did that not already happen?
No, it did not.
So there was just rumors. They made him an offer, but there was no interview yet.
On ESPN during, like, he was doing analyst work.
Wait,
right? That's why he wasn't, because he was literally like doing analyst work on the series
Probably
when all that was going on.
Editing the podcast.
The
with
series
LeBron.
is still going on.
No, the other series, the what it was Western Conference or Eastern Conference. Like he was on the call for one of them with Doris Burke, wasn't he? Or was that the finals?
He's still doing it. He's on the finals. He can interview during that work. There was source reports that there was interest with the Lakers. He didn't comment on any of it. In fact, he said when he was asked about it on Mike Golick's podcast with his son, he was asked about it and he was like, we'll talk about this after we're done with the NBA finals. Obviously, I have a lot to think about, a lot to do here. I'm doing like 19 different podcasts today, so like, because the most important thing that he has right now going for him is his broadcasting career. All the speculation about the Lakers' interest in him was just that. It was just source reporting and speculation. So an official interview has not occurred between the Lakers and JJ. That will happen this weekend between the two sides.
What do they pay JJ Redick? I mean, what would the offer be in your mind?
I mean, they were offering Dan Hurley northward of $11 million a year.
It was 6 years, $70 million.
Yeah. So northward of 11 mil a year. So per year, what would you offer JJ Redick, who isn't a back-to-back national championship winning coach? It's something less than that. Yeah. I mean,
a couple $1,000,000 a year.
I don't know. It's a big position. Well, I should say it's a very rich position in the NBA. I mean, they pay coaches pretty well in the NBA. So my guess is it's going to be a pretty substantial contract. And if I'm JJ Redick, I don't know about you guys, but it's a little bit like we were talking about with Hurley. It's a little bit of a thankless position. You are going to be blamed if things go wrong. LeBron's going to get all the credit if things go right. And also, you're setting yourself up for a situation where when anything goes wrong, because of your lack of coaching experience, I think his most experienced coaching is at the youth level. I mean, this could be a situation where, he's immediately blamed for everything.
This feels like a Disney movie.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, just this guy gets this thrown in here. He gets a head coaching job with the Lakers, which I'm assuming will pay quite a bit more than his broadcasting career.
I would assume.
Yeah.
So Greg Popovich makes 16 mil. He's the highest paid coach in the league. Monty Williams with the Pistons is 13 mil. Steve Kerr, 9.5. Nick Nurse, 9. Eric Spoelstra, 8.5. Tom Thibodeau, 8. Jason Kidd, 8. You would imagine it's probably in the Jason Kidd range. That would be my guess. Even though Jason Kidd has way more experience, it's probably even less than that.
Yeah, I mean, I would guess it's going to be, and I don't know how long term of a deal he gets. Like, let's put it this way: if I'm the Lakers, I'm trying to lock him down and tie it to LeBron's contract. Like, so if things are going well, you can always extend him. Like, if you really love him as a coach, but whatever you feel like you're going to sign LeBron James up for, that's what I would sign JJ Redick up for, because this is a LeBron hire. You know, it's the same way we were talking about it when the report was first sourced, that there was interest or mutual interest, whatever Shams had said originally, reporting on this. I feel like you got to tie this to LeBron's contract somehow.
It's not even a LeBron hire. I mean, it's just straight nepotism of I'm just picking my friend to come coach.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the deal. What direction are they going to go in that is going to, I don't know, be worthy of the Lakers? At this point, they're going to have to hire another Darvin Ham. If it's not JJ Redick, it's going to have to be another Frank Vogel, another Darvin Ham, another, former college basketball coach who's on an NBA bench somewhere, who's having success, maybe hire someone off, the Dallas Mavericks bench or the Celtics bench to be the next head coach.
Yeah, the Lakers, to me, are in a bind here. They have to get past the LeBron years before they start to have any growth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're not getting past the LeBron years, not next season, most likely not the season after that. My guess is he's going to want to be right there, side pocket with his son.
Oh, I get it.
For a couple of years. So the LeBron years, I mean, we're talking about years.
Oh yeah. No, I pluralized it on purpose.
Yeah.
I get it. I just, it just seems like it's not working well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's their best route to a championship. Western Conference Finals visit last year, obviously playoffs this year. They got bounced early. We'll see. I mean, let's put it this way though. No matter who they hire as their head coach, it doesn't matter. I mean, if they win a series, if they win the whole thing in the playoffs next year, is it because it's Dan Hurley or JJ Redick? I mean, that's
right.
I mean, it's because of Anthony Davis. It's because of LeBron James. Like, that's obviously the reason why this team's going to have any success. Okay, Ticket Palooza continues on here on Big Rich Stadium Fletch. We got those Noah Khan tickets. We have the Darryl Hall tickets. We have the San Diego County Fair tickets as well. And if you qualify for the $50 gift card today, and win it, you also will qualify for an opportunity to play in Jesse Lozano's tournament. That's a $50 OG's gift card. All you got to do is hit the talkback mic on the free iHeartRadio app and leave us a message today. Okay, coming up next, we didn't get to it yet because of the breaking news with the Los Angeles Lakers. NBA Finals Game 3 last night. Do the Mavs have a chance? That's next.
Hey, hit us up on the Talkback mic. If you would like to qualify for the One More Win Golf Tournament, a foursome for the One More Win Golf Tournament coming up next Friday. We want to hear from you. Open up the free iHeartRadio app. You'll see a microphone there, lower right-hand side, little red button. Tap the microphone. Send us a message, a shout-out, a request. Ask us a question. Anything you want to do, you send us a Talkback. You are in the running to win the qualifying prize of a $50 OG's gift card. And then tomorrow, we will pick our foursome winner, all on the free iHeartRadio app.
This update is presented by Superstar Car Wash. We will start with the U.S. Open, which is underway for round one. And who's in the lead? Well, a bunch of people, all tied at 1 under par, including Tiger Woods, who is through 6 holes at 1 under so far. Padres get their first sweep of the season. They beat the A's yesterday with another walk-off home run, this time from Jackson Merrill, who hit 2 homers yesterday. Day off today, 3-game series with the Mets beginning tomorrow in New York. NBA Finals, Celtics take a 3-0 series lead over the Mavs with a 106-99 win in Dallas. Teams with a 3-0 series lead are 156-0 all-time in NBA history. And in the NFL, Tom Brady inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame last night in Foxborough. Save big this summer at Superstar Car Wash with unlimited car washes starting as low as $10 for your first month. Enjoy free vacuums, microfiber towels, plus much more. Don't wait. Visit a Superstar Car Wash location near you. Life gets messy. We're here to help.
Hanging tough. Royalty free. Big Rich Cheating Fletch. San Diego Sports 760. A $50 OG's gift card we got to give away today during Ticketpalooza. If you win that gift card, then you have a chance to win a foursome for our One More Win golf tournament. Excuse me, Jesse Lozano's One More Win golf. I've said our several times. I'm just taking ownership of it.
He said ours yesterday.
Cool.
Yeah, I got to hang out with Jesse for a while. He's a cool guy.
He's Toy Boy?
Yeah, I've never had more than like a 5-second conversation with him. And yesterday I hung out with him for like 15 minutes.
You know what's cool? So I've been here like 6 years over at iHeart San Diego. Met him 6 years ago. Met him about 11 times in a row, and he introduced himself every time.
Wait, so he didn't remember you?
No, it took like 3 years.
He listens to the show.
Yeah. Oh,
He
he is an awesome individual.
Jesse and I have a surprise for you guys next Friday.
Good.
What?
Something that's going to happen during our show.
Good.
It is?
Yes.
We need that.
Is it the famous chicken?
Is it
No.
Mario
Oh.
Lopez?
Oh my
No.
gosh, we're big on Mario Lopez.
I'm a huge
And
Mario guy. Yeah.
You would think Jesse Lozano, being Toy Boy Jesse Lozano, would have some sort of tie-in with
Does
Mario
he
Lopez.
still go by that, by the way?
He does now.
His Twitter account,
Does it still say Toy Boy?
I think it's Boy Toy.
Oh, I thought it was reversed because the boy toy sounds right to me, and I thought it was Toy Boy.
I have no idea. I only know him by Jesse or Uncle Jesse.
It's Boy Toy.
Oh, it's Boy Toy.
Boy Toy Jesse is his Twitter account.
BTJ.
B-
BTJ.
Everybody knows him as BTJ.
Yeah. That's how I know him. That's how I refer to him.
Is he the biggest superstar? He and Frankie V should fight over superstardom status here at iHeart San Diego.
No question. What? Oh,
Well,
Fletch. Fletch.
no,
It should
I
be a
would say the
three-way
three of
fight.
us.
Rashidi and Fletch?
Yeah.
Over superstardom status?
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll take him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
They don't want to fight us.
like from a fight standpoint, we'll win a lot of them.
Outside of LaDonna.
Although, I was going to say, Koga
and
Muse,
LaDonna is probably the biggest star in this building.
she's terrifying.
Yeah.
And she knows it, and I tell her all the time. So we also, along with the $50 OG's gift card, all you got to do, by the way, to win that, submit a talkback on the talkback mic. Go to the free iHeart Radio app, click that microphone button. You can leave us a talkback on the talkback mic. That automatically qualifies you for the $50 OG's gift card. There'll be a winner today for that. And then that qualifies you for the Jesse Lozano golf tournament coming up next Friday. Also Noah Khan tickets, also Darryl Hall tickets, also San Diego County Fair tickets, all that coming up. Last night, Luka Doncic, he may as well stayed in the locker room. I mean,
Not a fan anymore.
yeah, well, this felt like very much the public trying to wag the dog. And the tail doesn't always have the strength to wag the dog. I think everybody who was interested in the NBA Finals, and trust me, I am. I'm an NBA fan. I wanted to see a series. I don't have a fight. Although I thought Boston was much better than Dallas. I didn't think very much of Dallas coming out of the West. I don't think they're the best team. I've said this many times. I thought the Denver Nuggets were a better team. Jamal Murray just had an off playoffs. I mean, especially that series that they got bounced from. And so I would have said the Dallas Mavericks were the third best team in the West.
Wow.
And now in the postseason, they look like it, or I should say in the finals, they're looking like it against a Celtics team where they trailed them 3-0.
Yeah, and there was a bit of a comeback there at the end of the game that made things a little more interesting, but man, for 3 quarters, it was not interesting at all. Now, I don't know if I felt like Boston was ever going to lose control of the game, but it at least made it interesting towards the end. But as a fan of the NBA Finals, of a fan of sports, even if you're not an NBA fan, you tuned in to see the finals. You want to see who's getting crowned champion.
You see, we got a mic'd up moment from Luka last night when he was on the court, and this is what it sounded like.
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that.
Oh, yeah. Keep going.
What?
It's a long time.
Dude, I was rooting for Dallas. I really was going into this series, and it's probably because of just born hatred for the Boston Celtics, which my dad hated the Celtics, my grandpa hated the Celtics, so I think I hate the Celtics. But watching that game last night, the person I liked least on the court was Luka Doncic. He plays zero defense, first of all, and that's not a new thing, but I think it was really shown last night. And Brian Windhorst went in on him big time on the broadcast right after the game, where he was saying the reason the Dallas Mavericks don't have a chance in this series is because Luka Doncic is a liability defensively. And he is. He gets blown by every time he's playing man coverage on somebody. And then you look at when he complains to the refs after he makes boneheaded plays and he ends up fouling out of this game with boneheaded plays. He doesn't even give his team a chance.
Well, so they go on this 22-2 run, right? Dallas outscored the Celtics during a portion of this game, 22 points to 2. They get it within a point. Luka Doncic, though, to your point, and to Brian Windhorst's point, he fouls out with 4:12 left in game 3 of the NBA Finals. A, be more careful than that. And B, spend less time arguing with the refs and spend more time working on your footwork. The biggest criticism of Luka Doncic, and this is going to absolutely follow him into this offseason, is the fact that Luka Doncic isn't one of those players who stays in shape all year round. he shows up every single season out of shape for the Dallas Mavericks, and sometimes injured, or sometimes he gets injured early in the season. A lot of people blame it on the fact that he's a little chubby or fat, flat out fat to start a season. He's too old for this, meaning he's too experienced for this to continue to follow him through his career. He's a once in a generation player. He's brilliantly talented. The problem is the effort in the offseason. This isn't a Kobe Bean Bryant situation where the game is the most important thing to him. This isn't a situation like LeBron where the guy will spend countless dollars taking care of his body. Luka Doncic is a super talented guy who on the effort quotient, he still fails to rise to the level of talent he has.
Rich, before the series, you thought this would be a 5-game series. It would go to Boston. Are you still thinking 5, or does this wrap up tomorrow?
It's very possible that it wraps up tomorrow. I said it after game 1. I'm like, this series could be a sweep because I just don't see it in Dallas, especially if Porzingis stayed healthy. Now, with his health in question and the fact that he missed this game and it doesn't look like he's going to participate in the finals at all, with Porzingis out, it levels the floor a little bit. And you saw that during that late run, that intense rally from the Dallas Mavericks. So do I still feel like they could steal a game? Yeah, I do. Do I think it's likely at this point? I kind of feel like this Mavericks team wants to crawl in a hole and hide.
Yeah.
Cancun on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cancun.
Let's go that way.
Teams are 156-0 when they lead a playoff series in NBA history 3-0.
Yeah.
So the Mavericks have zero statistical probability to win this series.
Easy way to put it. Nobody in the history of the NBA postseason has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit.
It kind of sucks because the finals were kind of a dud. It was, to me, I wasn't blown away by anything.
The Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference were kind of duds too.
Right. Yeah.
This is bad for the NBA.
Right.
Ultimately.
It really is. I mean, it really is. This is, I bet you, and I haven't looked it up, but I bet you the ratings. In fact, I did look it up. I apologize. For the first game, the ratings for game 1 were lower than they had a pop in the 2020s for the pandemic, the bubble finals. But outside of the bubble finals, which, by the way, the Lakers were playing in, this was the
Heat, right? It was 2 massive fan bases.
This is the lowest finals for game 1. And that's only game 1 since like the early 2000s, like 2007.
Well, the conference finals, when they were going up against hockey games, NHL, they were stealing viewership because they were more fun to watch.
Way more interesting.
It's a bummer.
It really is. Okay, your first opportunity to win tickets on Ticketpalooza coming up just around the corner, so stay right where you are. Also, there's major beef happening, and it's all because of Chestnut. Speaking of chests, there's an emerging story with the hot dog eating contest that we need to get to.
Not all heroes wear capes.
No, some of them wear sporty golf outfits.
That's correct.
Also, speaking of chest, this might be the first time in 5 years that I've seen Rich Ornberger's chest go in front of his belly when he walks into a room.
Thank you. He's absolutely right. What he's talking about is the fact that my midsection had ballooned up to a point where words like rotund or equatorial were used when people looked at me.
Yeah, your belly was hitting the door before your arms would.
Yeah, people said, hey, why does that door open with such force, with such intense force? And I would say, I didn't even touch the door. What door? I wasn't even aware. I also have lost most sensation to the nerves in front of my belly.
Good.
Yeah. So anyways, this is a long way to say I was super fat and I needed help. And so who did I call upon? SDFatLoss.com. Woo! So it's not just a clever name, as we discussed yesterday. SD Fat Loss, they're located here in San Diego, and you'll lose fat if you sign up with SDFatLoss.com. And if you mention the show name, Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, you're going to save $200 on your subscription. It's quite simple. You go to the website, you have a free consultation with Wayne and Chloe. They'll explain to you how this all works. And when you have this discussion with them, what's amazing about it is how comfortable you feel with them immediately. Chloe is a superstar. Wayne is one of the most knowledgeable weight loss coaches I've ever been around. I've been around a couple. Look, the 3 of us, have tried in a variety of different ways to lose weight, and it didn't stick. Either it worked and then it didn't work, meaning you gain all the weight back, or it didn't work from the jump and you're just trying at something that's not working for you. TD lost over 30 pounds. I lost over 35. Fletch is down nearly 50 pounds since using sdfatloss.com. So look, if you're looking to get in beach season, beach shape, and you're looking in the mirror and you're saying, yeah, this isn't quite what I wanted for the summertime, go to sdfatloss.com, mention the show, save $200 and get yourself in shape now. That's sdfatloss.com.
Keeping up with San Diego Sports 760 anytime, anywhere. Whether you're stepping out of the car or settling at home, just ask your Google or Alexa smart speaker to play AM 760, or you can stream it live through the iHeartRadio app. It's never been easier to stay connected to your favorite shows like Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. San Diego Sports 760.
A diamond is forever.
Ow!
San Diego
Sports 760, the happiest place on earth. Ow!
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. It is a Thursday. You're receiving a Thursday effort, which is to say a great effort.
Right.
Balls to the wall,
Right.
baby.
People love Thursdays. And here's the reason why. It is like the prequel to the movie that you really enjoy. You know that, you know what I mean? People get all geared up for a Thursday.
This is the origin story to a Bar Card Friday.
Thursday's the prelims before, the main guy you want to see fights.
Yeah, like everybody's come back from the bathroom. They want to see the undercard, the main undercard before the main event. So lock it in, stay seated. We'll be with you until 9:00 today here on San Diego Sports 760. And then we return to the radio airwaves on 101.5 KGB for Big Rich, TD, and Fletch Part 2. We do it every single day now. 4-hour classic rock afternoon drive time show. They don't let us go home. That's the deal here.
A couple of comments on the show so far. Philip said that Lucas soundbite, you remember when he was mic'd up in the game and it was like, meh, meh. He said that Lucas soundbite sounds similar to Fletch walking on acorns or complaining about finishing the bonehead ideas he brings up to the guys. Paris says, TD, the dogs in my neighborhood are howling. Please don't sing anymore.
Wow.
And
Hey,
Peter
Brian.
Solis just says, the best.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I feel like that cancels out. We're back to square one.
Yeah.
This is 0.
Everything's fine, guys.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
So listen, we will get to a goat spotted in the New England area in just a moment here. And also our first giveaway, if you're interested in going and seeing Noah Khan coming up this June.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
That's right. I
Not
think
the
it's
same guy.
different Khan. I'm sure
I mean,
it's a different Khan.
I'll go and then I'll tell you because I'm pretty sure it's the same
Does
guy.
your con have like long, kind of unwashed hair
Yeah.
with a scruffy beard?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noah Khan at North Island Credit Union Amphitheater.
No beard.
Yeah,
no
he's going to
beard.
be fighting the members on the Starship Enterprise.
Well, it
June
is the
18th.
season of the sticks.
He's got a plastic chest though.
Ticketmaster.com for deets and seats. All right, so yeah, we were discussing this at break. We were watching some video footage of a new contender potentially entering the fray. So Joey Chestnut, if you've been following the story, 4th of July staple, how many years has he been on our televisions downing hot dog after Nathan's famous hot dog?
Mhm.
And now he's a communist.
Well,
Well,
I don't know if
no, I don't know
I don't know if that's confirmed.
that far.
But he definitely is. He's signed with Impossible Foods for their vegan hot dogs. And Nathan's, well, that's a hot
Yeah,
dog
didn't
company.
you just say he's a communist?
And he said,
Wow.
and they said, I should say, yeah, if you're sponsored by a different hot dog company, you're not invited. So he's not going to be in the eating contest in the current setup that's going on.
Yeah, and there is some beef there. No pun intended. I guess Joey Chestnut's saying they changed the rules. The Nathan's people are saying, no, we didn't change the rules. We just can't have you come in all sponsored by your vegan hot dog company when this thing is a title sponsor of Nathan's and it's Nathan's everywhere.
Well, get this. There's a lot of beef here because not only is there beef between Joey Chestnut and Nathan's now, but Netflix, who is now throwing their hat into the ring for a lot of different live events. You saw the greatest roast of all time. They're going to be hosting NFL games here coming soon. They're going to get in on competitive eating.
September 2nd of this year, Joey Chestnut versus, I don't know his first name, Kobayashi.
Oh, yeah.
That dude's like the GOAT before
it-
Joey Chestnut.
Well-
Is it Takaru Kobayashi?
Yeah,
or-
something like that.
Yeah.
Which they are going to go head to head and finally crown a winner.
Yeah, I'm back in. That sounds fun.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
What
By the way, check out the poster for this thing if I can find
Let me
it.
see it. Oh, it looks like it's set up like a fight, like Chestnut Kobayashi.
Yeah. Let's.
Are they eating vegan hot dogs for this?
No,
No.
probably real
So
hot dog.
he's
Look,
just sponsored by a vegan
yeah.
brand.
It's not like he's gone vegan. He's just look. Here's the deal. I don't know if anybody pays attention to competitive eating. It's not like they're making, for the most part, enough money to just live off of what they make winning competitions.
Yeah, Joey Chestnut might be the only one.
Yeah, like the world of competitive eating, it's not like people are dying to endorsing people. So like Impossible Foods, I don't know what that endorsement deal looked like, but maybe they broke them off a couple $100,000. Wow. You're going to get in his way of continuous eating, competitive eating, because he signed up for a couple of dollar bills?
I'll tell you the reason why. Because America loses.
Why? What is
Because
America?
we don't get to see Joey Chestnut on the 4th of July eating at Nathan's hot dog thing, which is a GD tradition.
That's awesome.
That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
The promo poster that TD just brought up is two hands tearing at the middle of a hot dog. Chestnut, Kobayashi. Was it September 2nd?
September 2nd, live on Netflix
Did you
for a
guys
nominal
mention
fee.
who threw her hat in the ring?
No.
Not yet. Not yet.
So that's the video that we were paying close attention to. Golf influencer Paige Sporanic.
Unconfirmed guest at the One More Win golf tournament.
That's right. She's unconfirmed. We did reach out to her.
Yeah. Yes.
And by
Unconfirmed meaning she has not responded.
by we, I mean me, and I may have embarrassed myself. Look, the point is we slipped into her DMs.
Did he just say hi?
The first message I accidentally wrote hi and then just hit enter. And then I had to follow up with, sorry, didn't mean to send that. I know that's weird. Anyways.
I feel like someone on this show could get their contact information.
I've tried, dude. I went to my guy who used to host a podcast with her.
Huh?
And he's like a friend. He's like a family friend.
This is for
And-
children.
And he reached out to her producer or something and got ghosted as well.
Man, listen.
I tried. I worked my
no-
connection.
A no is just one step closer to a yes.
That's not
okay.
going to hold up in court.
Well, you know what does hold up? Is Paige Sporanic knocking down 6.5 hot dogs in 10 minutes, which she posted to Twitter, or the artist formerly known as Twitter, now called X.com. Anyways, the video, look, if you're into hot dog eating contests, you're going to like this. If you're into Paige Sporanic, you're going to really like this. If you like both, this is probably an intersection that you're going to be very interested in.
Except for Fletch, who
Yes.
does, I think, like both, but does not like the video.
You like hot dogs, yeah?
I do.
And you like watching the Nathan's
What's it-
famous hot dog eating
Are you
contest?
saying you have one good
Occasionally.
thing?
Okay.
You have one good thing.
You give one good thing.
Okay.
And then you like Paige Sporanic, right?
Well, that
I do.
Okay.
that's another good thing.
That's another good thing. And I
A
feel
good
like
thing in
somebody,
each hand.
feel like somebody one time told us when you have one good thing and you have another good thing, you put them together. What is that?
Look, I don't feel good about
What?
saying this, but the video kind of grosses me out. It
You're-
honestly does. You know what else grosses me out?
you're
Tiger
weird.
going back-to-back bogeys.
You're
What are we
weird.
doing?
Yeah, no, he is.
Mm.
weird. But I've said this before. You cannot trust his recommendations. It always shocks
Hey,
me.
that's not right.
No, it is. It always. That's the reason why I'm surprised every time you give a good one.
Have you watched Late Night with the Devil yet?
No,
No.
It's
there's
fantastic.
a reason why.
Prize
Anyways.
Picks. I recommended you Prize Picks, and guess what, Richie? You
You-
play Prize Picks more than I do now.
You
'Cause Prize
knocked that
Picks is
one
the
out
best.
of the park.
It is the #1 daily fantasy sports app on the freaking continent, and there's reasons why. It's because it's simply the best. I like the promos. Like on Tuesdays, we get Taco Tuesdays. On Fridays, we get Flex Fridays. And then every day in between, there's always something. I get some sort of notification from the Prize Picks app talking about a discount or promo funds being added or something going on, risk-free entries. I love Prize Picks, and it's because they constantly keep you engaged, and it makes watching sports a little bit more fun. Like, I had a real tough time watching that NBA Finals game last night because it was ticking me off the way they weren't playing defense, specifically Luka Doncic. But with Prize Picks, I was still invested in the entire game because I was literally invested in the game. Richie, did you have something going last night?
Yeah, I did. Didn't expect a late surge from Kyrie Irving. He's been kind of quiet during this one, but like Fletch, anytime there's a game on that I know I have to watch for the show, but my interest level isn't quite there, well, I'm going to put a lineup together on Prize Picks. And again, like that conversation that Fletch was just having about being invested in it, it makes it so much more interesting when you have a little skin in the game. Look, quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, enormous selection of players and stat types. That's what makes Prize Picks the #1 fantasy sports app in North America. So do this right now. Download the app today. Use promo code DOGS. That's DOGS for a first deposit match up to $100. That's promo code DOGS on Prize Picks for a deposit match up to $100. That's what I did. That's what Fletch did. That's what you should do. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Prize Picks.
This update is presented by AndersonPHA.com. U.S. Open Round 1 is underway. Pavon in the lead at 2 under, tied with Brooks Koepka, both at the top at 2 under par. This leaderboard update presented by the Golf Mart, home of the 90-day guarantee. Padres get their first sweep of the season. They beat the A's yesterday with another walk-off home run, this time from Jackson Merrill, who hit 2 homers yesterday. Day off today. 3-game series with the Mets beginning tomorrow in New York. NBA Finals, Celtics take a 3-0 series lead over the Mavs with a 106-99 win in Dallas last night. Teams with a 3-0 series lead, 156-0 all-time in NBA history. And in the NFL, Tom Brady inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame last night in Foxborough. Make a move with Anderson and upgrade your water heater. You'll increase comfort and your home's value. And here's a hot deal. Get a free water pressure regulator worth $1,300. Get started at AndersonPHA.com today.
Welcome back. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. Happy Thursday to those who celebrate. Happy Bar Card Friday Eve. As we get ready for our Father's Day edition of Bar Card Friday, looking forward to that. Tony Kanja, Keg and Bottle, he'll be in studio with us. By the way, Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego. Each of their stores will have 10 opportunities to bring home a deeply discounted Father's Day gift, Zomos Tequila, Romeo y Julieta cigar, a cutter, a torch lighter, all in a gift wrap basket. So you're not going to have to worry about a thing. You just have to pay for the sucker and get it to your dad on the day. That sounds like a pretty good deal. Again, limited. There's not going to be a ton of these because it's so deeply discounted. I think the actual retail price on these would be somewhere around $150. It's for less than $100. You're going to be walking away with the Zomos Tequila and the cigar and the cutter and the lighter.
If you were to buy it all separate, $140 right now, $80, but there's only a few left at each location. So
Awesome.
You got to get out there.
Yeah, got to get out there for that. Also, Ticket Palooza continues on. We forgot to give away those Noah Khan tickets because we got so busy.
Well, TD kept talking about Star Wars or something.
Well, we just got so big. Well,
Wait, what are you talking about?
we just got so busy.
Trek. Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan.
We were talking about Paige Sporadic, and she was eating hot dogs. And
Right.
Prize Picks.
Sometimes 2 at a time. Look, the point is we have to give away the Noah Khan tickets, so we will this segment. And then Ticket Palooza continues with San Diego County Fair tickets, with Darrell Hall tickets, with a $50 gift card to OG's. Okay, so I guess this is what we'll do with the OG's $50 gift card.
What lady would you like to see eating hot dogs?
Hang on. If Joey, hang on. If Joey Chestnut is, I'm glad you went there. It's exactly what I was thinking. If Joey Chestnut is not going to be in the hot dog eating contest on July 4th, what celebrity would you like to see in the hot dog eating contest?
It doesn't have to be a lady.
It doesn't have to.
Mike Myers dressed up as Fat Bastard.
That's a great
That's a good one.
Get in my belly.
What? Yes.
Yeah. Pull it out the Trump card right out of the get-go.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Actually, yeah.
It'd be kind of
I
funny.
ate so many hot dogs, you wouldn't believe.
Everybody said, Donald, you got to enter in the contest. And I said, I don't want to put anybody to shame. I eat all the hot dogs. Many people say I eat mostly all beef, sometimes pork. Anyways, look.
Notorious golf cheater, by the way. Do you think he would mark down like 75 hot dogs even though he ate like 3?
Imagine he
We
had
should get him on our team.
He had 3. Yeah. For Jesse Lozano's tournament, which, by the way, if you win that $50 OG's gift card by leaving us a talkback on the talkback mic, you click that microphone button. It's next to the play button on the free iHeartRadio app. You leave us a talkback. You tell us which celebrity you'd like to see in the Nathan's Famous hot dog eating contest since Joey Chestnut is banned. Well, then you could win that $50 gift card. If you win that $50 gift card, you can qualify to be in the One More Win golf tournament with us next Friday.
I put too much creamer in that coffee. Good God.
We made a dark roast, buddy.
I'll stick with agua.
It's a 2.5 bagger.
Yeah.
All right. Mostly because as we were adding it, I said, did you open that bag? No, I didn't open that bag.
Here's the problem when you make coffee this dark, you actually have to chew it. So I'm sorry if you're gonna hear me with my mouth full. That's not great coffee, but we are going to have energy.
I tried to overcompensate with creamer. Too much.
Too much.
Too
Okay.
much.
So that's all the prizes we have available for today. So if you're listening to the show, I'm not going to say you're guaranteed to win a prize, but if you're listening this week, you got a pretty damn good chance to win a prize.
And I hope we have more than 4 listeners today.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
Honestly, it would be cool if we were only talking to 4 people. Like,
Would
if
be
we're
cool.
like, hey, whoever's listening to us, show up at 9660 Granite Ridge Drive. And then like 3 people, it was just us and 3 people.
We have more stools available than people show up.
A lot of people came out to Foxborough last night. 60,000 people showed up to see Tom Brady inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame. This is a rare occurrence. Watching a guy who had such an illustrious career with one team, who then moved on to another team, had success with them, came back to the original team, and had this many people interested in seeing him speak to the crowd. And he spoke for a while, and he gave one of the most riveting football speeches you'll ever hear. Here's a little slice of that.
One sec.
Okay.
Thought we were doing Drew Bledsoe. Here, now I have that one.
I would encourage everyone to play football for the simple reason that it is hard. It's hard when you're young to wake up in the off season at 6 a.m. to go train and work out, knowing that all your friends are sleeping in and eating pancakes. It's hard when you're on your way to practice, weighed down with all your gear, and it's 90 degrees out and all the other kids are at the pool or at the beach, and your body is already completely exhausted from workouts in 2 days. It's hard to throw, catch, block, and tackle, and hit kids when they're way bigger and way more developed than you, only to go home that night bruised and battered and strained, but knowing you have to show up again the next day for just the chance to try again. But understand this, life is hard. No matter who you are, there are bumps and hits and bruises along the way. And my advice is to prepare yourself, because football lessons teach us that success and achievement come from overcoming adversity, and that team accomplishment far exceeds anyone's individual goals. To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts. If you look at all my teammates here tonight, it would be impossible to find better examples of men who embody that work ethic, integrity, purpose, determination, and discipline that it takes to be a champion in life.
Positively stirring words from the greatest to ever do it. Tom Brady will go down not only in the history of the NFL, but in the history of all sports. There's very few examples of somebody who competed at a higher level for longer than Tom Brady, and then on top of it, achieved more individually or team-wide in terms of his success over the course of his career. And then on top of it, everything else he's done, he's had success doing. From a professional standpoint, it's a pretty blemish-free report card.
Right.
The guy's just good. And I think it's because of a lot of what he said there. And I witnessed this firsthand when I was a Patriot. You can't outwork Tom Brady. You just can't do it.
When you were a Patriot, Rich, you played with him, was he motivational like that? Did he come out and talk to you guys that way?
Hell yeah.
It's awesome.
And he saved it. You didn't hear, look, it's really difficult to be a good leader because you can't be overly critical. You can't be overly motivational, because eventually those words will fall on deaf ears. Mm-hmm. If you're overly critical, what happens? People just start tuning you out. Right. I don't want to hear it. You don't make me feel good.
I've seen this episode before.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. If you're too motivational, you know what happens is people go, this was majestic the first time you said this to me, but the 20th time over the course of 1 month that I've heard words like this, it doesn't resonate. It doesn't stir those initial emotions as it used to. So he would save it for those moments, which again is a part of being a good communicator. It's part of being a good leader.
That was such a cool event last night. I saw everything on social media. I don't know if it was televised or not, but I watched a million clips from it last night. And the entire time it got me thinking, with that crowd, with that atmosphere, with everyone cheering and Belichick getting the standing ovation, the Randy Moss standing ovation when Randy started to tear up on the stage. Like, it was a really beautiful atmosphere at Gillette Stadium last night. And it got me thinking how crappy it is that we will never get to see that for Phillip Rivers in San Diego. Because he would have that same. I promise you, if it happened today, if they were to rent out Snapdragon Stadium, it would be completely packed with people. And even if the Chargers weren't involved, just a send off for Phillip Rivers. He's so beloved by this community still that I think it would equal the emotion.
I've said this before. Look, Tom Brady, without a question, is the greatest football player I've ever played with. But Phillip Rivers was hands down my favorite teammate. And don't get me wrong, I was closer with other guys, but I was close with Phillip. I mean, he was that type of person who it didn't matter who you were on the roster, whether you were a practice squad guy or if you were a starting offensive lineman or a starting center who had to work with him daily. It didn't matter. Like, he respected you the same. And I watched it. I watched him work through the team. He knew everybody's name. He knew, where they came from, their backstory. Like, he was that type of teammate. So yeah, I agree with you. I think as a community member, Phillip resonated that way. I remember hearing a story, and this is a story well after he had retired. It was during his playing days. He had the Mercedes Sprinter van outside of like a Vons grocery store. Some lady was carrying her groceries out. Her bag split, oranges everywhere. You know the scene. It's happened a million times. And he's sitting there helping her pick up her, her romaine lettuce and her Cheez-It boxes and stuff them back into bags and help her get to her car. And she didn't even realize, she didn't look up until the very end that it was Phillip Rivers. And she goes, oh my gosh. She was like, thank you so much. And he was like, yeah, no sweat. Hey, dadgummit those bags, they're too thin. And then he turns around, he walks away, hops in the Mercedes Sprinter van with his, 50 children, and on his way he went. But that's the type of guy he was. Like, that's the type of person he was. So I agree with you, Fletch. I think if the Chargers had stayed in San Diego, he would have gotten what he deserved. And what he deserved was way more than what he received finishing his career elsewhere, not being, I guess, rewarded the way an influential player, not only just for a team, but for a community, should be rewarded following his career. So congratulations to Tom Brady. And still to this day, I'm waiting for the Chargers to make it right with Phillip Rivers. All right, TD, you're up first.
All right.
Come on.
I think after all the sappy emotional stuff, we need to hear something from
I was
TD.
going to go sappy emotional.
No, I was.
No, keep it coming. I want more emotions.
I was going to go Tom Brady on
Make
this
me
one.
feel something.
Okay, hang on. All right.
So
Let's hear
this
it.
is my Tom Brady
It's okay. Mine's
monologue here.
degenerate.
Is it?
Yeah, very good.
Look, I'm a Bronco fan, no secret of that. And I think a fan of whoever their team is besides the Patriots or late in life, the Buccaneers. You were anti-Tom Brady because the guy always found a way to beat you. And there were many, many years where I hated him. I hated the guy because of how much he would win, and we could never get past Tom Brady as a Bronco fan. He goes to Tampa Bay, and all of a sudden it started to switch, where I started to go, my God, I respect this dude going out here and winning like this. Now he's got a different team. It's not Belichick there. I don't feel like there's some cheating happening. There's no Deflategate. This guy's the real deal. Watching these clips from last night, man, oh man, what a dude. What a dude. To call him the GOAT, no problem, hands down. And what's cool is I can look back and go, I got to watch Tom Brady from the start of his career to the finish of his career. It's not like I'm looking back in time of, Joe Montana, I remember him playing. It was crazy, but I don't really remember as a small child Joe Montana. Yeah. I don't, we talk about whatever, boxing greats, and they're just black and white photos, and you see certain clips from them. It's not that. I watched this guy in real time. I watched what he could do. I watched him become the greatest of all time, the greatest to ever do it. And I don't think it's even close of who you could say is in that competition with Tom Brady. Hats off to him. Hats off to the GOAT. the words that he said last night, that video stirs me. It gives me goosebumps. Dude, the NFL knows how to do it, and the NFL knows how to put these things together. And Tom Brady, good God, man, the greatest of all times. Hats off.
Yeah. I'll go next because Fletch says his is more degenerate, and I can't wait to hear what he comes up with. But to the same point that you were making, Tom Brady's greatest who's ever done it. I'll tell you a personal story about when I started falling in love with football. It was because of the New England Patriots. And that's very weird to say from a guy who grew up in New York, who shared a household with a Jets fan. And like my dad, it was beside himself when I was like, are the Patriots on? I would ask him sometimes like, I don't want to watch the Patriots. He's like, they're playing the Dolphins. The Dolphins stink. He was like, I'm like, well, the Jets stink. He goes, yeah, well, that's true. But I'm a Jets fan, so I'm going to watch this sticky team instead of the good team beat up on the other sticky team. So anyways, the reason why was because I was attracted to success that they were having on the field. Because as an athlete, you're always searching for touchstones. Like, how can I get better? What can I use as an example to get better? And through my young life, and this is playing lacrosse and then playing football, the New England Patriots, much like you were describing, TD, they were the winningest team through my childhood. So I watched Tom Brady, by the way, when I was in middle school, making the decision to play football in the first place. When I was in 8th grade, I was like, oh yeah, Tom Brady's great. Little did I know, 10 years later, I'd be playing with him.
That's incredible.
It's bizarre how life.
And then 10 years after that, he'd still be playing.
yeah. Which, by the way, here was the funny thing. And so I'm glad you mentioned that. So one of the first times I got to sit down and like really talk to Tom, it was at a lunch table. And I was thinking to myself, like, oh boy, like he's sitting next to me. I better make this worth my while.
Right.
Because like
you got some Tommy time.
Yeah, I got Tommy time. He's been playing for 10 years. He's won 3 Super Bowls. He probably doesn't have a lot of time left in this league, so I better get some wisdom from him. And we shared like, I don't know, a 15-minute conversation just over lunch. And, most of the time we spend talking to each other about our lives growing up, where we're from, things like that. And then at the end of the conversation, I say to him, I'm like, hey, by the way, look, from a guy who's old hat at this game, been around a long time, to a guy who's just getting started, what's the most important thing that I should take away that to have a career like yours? And he goes, fall in love with the work. He goes, fall in love with the work. He was like, all this is hard work. And the harder you work, the luckier you become. He's like, fall in love with the work. And so I was just like, okay, thank you for that. And then I'm walking away from the conversation going, good thing I got that out of him, because who knows how long he has left. What ended up happening is I retired from football in 2014, and Tom Brady played for 10 more years after that. So anyways, congrats again to Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, 2-parter, because I'm not here tomorrow, so I want to get both my monologues out.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Part 1. You want to know what the most incredible thing I think I've ever seen is?
Yeah.
Those women who will do performances where they quick change.
Wait, what?
Have you seen these?
You mean like a magic act?
Yeah, where they do they're
Put
like
up a curtain, then drop it, and they're in a different dress.
sometimes not even a curtain. Sometimes it's just like they are slightly behind like a cardboard box for a second, and then they're in another dress. Like, I just think it's the most incredible thing ever. I have no idea how it works.
Well, I mean, don't you think they're just wearing a different dress underneath the dress?
It doesn't. I'm going to send you guys a video because it doesn't make sense. Because I would think that too. Yeah, but sometimes they're like wearing skin tight clothes, and then all of a sudden they're in a different outfit.
What the hell are we talking
Quick
about?
time out. Like, just I'm going to give. I'm signaling 30 seconds to the scorer's table.
That's fine.
What the hell is going on? What made you? Did you just
I saw
come
a
from
video.
a magic show?
No, I saw a video this morning while I was laying in bed. Actually, of I think what's the show Simon Cowell and Sofia Vergara are on now?
America's Got Talent. No.
One of those
Oh, yeah, it
competition
is.
shows.
Is it America's Got Talent?
I think so.
And this lady's on the stage, and it like looks like actual magic. What's happening?
That's
It
the one with the X's.
yeah.
yeah. America's
It doesn't compute in my brain how it works. Anyways, that's just one thing. Part 2, the part.
What?
I've become a degenerate a little bit, guys, and I think I'm 20 years too late because this show debuted in 1999,
Okay.
and I'm in season 1 right now,
Okay.
and I watched 6 episodes yesterday.
Let me try to guess what it is. Is it The Sopranos?
It's The Sopranos.
Yeah.
How the F have I never watched this show? Because I love like long form drama TV shows that have a like male character who's kind of a scumbag. Like Breaking Bad's top of my
Well,
list. I think it's amazing.
You can thank The Sopranos for that, because before The Sopranos, by the way, there was never anything like it not on television.
It's the coolest effing show I've ever seen.
It's awesome.
Wow.
And everyone said that for 20 years of my life, and I've never watched it. And for some reason, yesterday was the day I sat down and I had the house to myself for a while. Kendall was at one of her teacher parties because yesterday was the last day of school. Congrats to the teachers. So I had like a solid 6 or 7 hours where the only break I was going to have to take was the NBA Finals game. And I watched a lot of Sopranos.
You can talk to me. I almost have a
no
catalog
no spoilers, please.
memory of every single Sopranos episode, season. I think I've watched the full season twice, once when it originally aired and once in college. I love that show.
What a cool show.
Yeah.
Is he going to bang the therapist? I think he's going to bang the therapist.
No, I'm not going to ruin
That's the
anything.
feeling
I'm not
I
going to
got.
ruin anything for you.
I've never seen it either.
You've never seen
Dude,
it?
we should watch it together. Just watch 6 episodes today.
I've tried to watch it. It's too slow.
No, I'm telling you, that's everybody's complaint at first is it's too slow. And by the way, I had the same complaint with Breaking Bad. I was like, this show sucks. This is way too slow. I can't believe it.
Travis didn't like Game of Thrones either.
I didn't really like Breaking Bad either. Although I thought the writing of Breaking Bad was phenomenal. I mean, it was phenomenal, but I didn't like the way Breaking Bad made me feel.
You know
so
what
I didn't watch it.
You know what I've
It
learned
made me
after
feel
this?
terrible.
This
well,
quick
then you're
back and
not
forth.
going to
Yeah.
like The Sopranos.
Exactly.
TD
exactly.
kind of sucks. That's what I just learned.
Yep. I agree.
Deadliest Catch is like you watch hours upon hours of that, but you
that's-
won't watch something good.
Deadliest Catch is phenomenal.
It's so good. It's so good. By the way, do you know those crab fishermen on like the Time Bandit or the Wizard or any of these crab boats? I mean, they're on their feet sometimes for like legitimately 40 hours.
Yeah.
They'll sleep 6 hours and then they'll be on shift for 40 hours, bringing those crab pots back up to the decks. Do you know how hard that is on your lower body? I'm going to call the people at Discovery Plus, whatever the streaming channel is. I'm going to say, you guys need to get in touch with the Good Feet store.
It's a good
You got
call.
to do it right now.
Yeah.
Because with that lower back pain, I know how it feels. I've been through that. With that hip pain, ankle pain, foot pain, knee pain, you got to get yourself right. A lot of people turn to their orthopedic surgeon or they go to the doctors, they get MRI'd, and they think there's only one way to solve this. It's through surgery. It's through medical intervention. It's through medicine. Taking anti-inflammatories all the time. Not good for your internal organs, by the way. So I turned to the Good Feet store, and I'm so glad I did. You have that first free try before you buy experience with them where they put these arch supports in your shoes for the first time. And I got to be honest with you, feels a little weird the first time you're walking around the store, but within 15 minutes, they disappear. It's as if you're wearing your normal footwear. You walk around in your life, you don't realize it, but you're having a profound impact on your lower body joints. So if you're struggling with foot pain or ankle pain, if knee pain is hindering you in any way, if your hips are on fire by the end of the day because you're just struggling to bend by the time you're getting into bed, or your lower back like me after my NFL career, I mean, it was just a mess. Go to the Good Feet store. These people can save your back. They can save your knees. They can change your life. And that's how it went down with me. Check them out at goodfeet.com. Schedule your free try before you buy experience, your test fitting over at a store near you. And trust me, you'll find one. 200 plus locations around the United States and overseas. That's the Good Feet store. Don't go anywhere, because in just about 4 minutes, okay, so at exactly 7:31, I want you to call this number, 877-767-4760. Okay, caller number 5. You're going to win those Noah Khan tickets. Woo! Got a pair of tickets to see Noah Khan, North Island Credit Union Amphitheater, June 18th, Ticketmaster.com for deets and seats. Otherwise, call that number. You can win a pair on Ticketpalooza here on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is back, and you can win yourself some tickets. Live performances by Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, New Kids on the Block, Shabuzi, and a whole lot more. It's happening September 20th and 21st out at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. 2 nights, 1 stage. Listen, to win those tickets, you can also win airfare, hotel accommodations out in Vegas, plus $1,000 spending cash. Just keep listening for your chance to win those. And the exclusive Capital One cardholder presale ends today at 10, and then tickets go on sale to the general public starting at 10 o'clock. So check it out only at iHeartRadio.com.
This update is presented by MGM Rewards. We will start with a leaderboard update out at the U.S. Open in North Carolina. Matthew Pavon, 2 under par, tied with Tony Finau and Brooks Koepka for the lead right now at the U.S. Open. A bunch of people at 1 under, bunch of people at even. Tiger Woods at 2 over par. This leaderboard update presented by the Golf Mart, home of the 90-day guarantee. Padres get their first sweep of the season. They beat the A's yesterday with another walk-off home run, this time from Jackson Merrill. He hit 2 homers in yesterday's game. Day off today, 3-game series with the Mets beginning tomorrow in New York. Hey, pool season fanatics, your summer persona is calling. It's time for sun-soaked party scenes at MGM Grand. New luxury cabanas at Bellagio and Sandy Beach Living at Mandalay Beach. Show off your poolside only with MGM Rewards. Visit mgmrewards.com for details.
Scott,
I don't think Scott's wrong.
I think she would do great.
Yeah.
If you want to be in the running like Scott is currently for that $50 OG's gift card, all you got to do is send us a talkback of who you would like to see in the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest, which takes place on July 4th. Joey Chestnut got banned. They need somebody to fill that void. Scott says Kim K. I say yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There it is.
So I thought
There it
we
is.
only
I
had,
was like, I don't know what we're talking about for a
we
second.
only had 4 listeners. Turns out we have 5 listeners.
Who's our 5th listener?
He
That was
didn't even.
Craig.
Craig.
Thank you, Craig.
Yeah.
That's great news. That is really, really great news.
How mature are we feeling today?
What do you mean?
Like, can I play something and you guys won't just giggle and laugh about it for 20 minutes?
Dude, of
Wait,
course
yeah,
not.
what-
Of course. Yeah, play it. Okay, so there's Joe Moon. And listen, Joe Moon is in the running for a $50 gift card to OG's because he just merely mentioned a couple of names
Right.
of famous women who he would like to see in the Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest.
we've
Podcasters?
no,
Yeah,
no.
it might be. We've seen a lot of their preliminary stuff.
Well, so Stormy Daniels, famous porn actress turned mistress. And then Mia Khalifa, famous porn star turned
Podcaster.
I don't think she has a podcast. I don't know if she's a podcast.
The
host.
rapper.
Unless you're
That's
a
Wiz Khalifa.
subscriber.
Yeah.
No, I think she did a fantasy football podcast a couple years ago.
She
Yeah.
did?
Yeah, she's definitely been on podcasts. I don't know if she has one, but she's listen, she both super talented, famous women, and
Love hot dogs.
potentially could be contestants. Let's put it this way. I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no.
What, you think Nathan's going to turn down those contestants?
Absolutely
No
not.
way. No way.
All right. So he has to eat hot dogs sideways, which I'm not 100% sure I understand. But here's the point.
So he chokes on it.
Here's the point. Mookie Betts, he's a heck of a player in the National
He's a
League.
great bowler.
Hell of a bowler. I think he's bowled multiple 300 games.
Yeah, he's competed at whatever the PBA where the guy was like, "Who do you think I am? You are." What did he say?
Oh, Mike Weber.
Yeah. What was the I am?
Was it Pete? I think it was Pete.
Pete, maybe it's Pete
What is
Weber.
the famous
Who
line?
do you think
Who
you
do
are?
you-
I am.
Who do you think
Oh,
you are? I am.
Yeah.
One of the greatest moments in sport history.
He retired, right?
Yeah.
So sad.
Actually, we should get him on the show.
Yeah.
I really like that guy
Give
a
us
lot.
some pointers.
Yeah. Honestly,
It's very Kingpin.
he's my favorite. There's no question about it. Okay, so yeah, if you want to win that $50 OG's gift card, you got to send us a talk back. Who would you like to see in the hot dog eating contest since Joey Chestnut got banned? Also, we still have Darrell Hall tickets. We still have San Diego County Fair tickets to give away as Ticket Palooza this week continues. Really quick, NFL roundup. The Vikings, it looks like they're going to be starting Sam Darnold to start the season.
Are you shocked on that?
No.
Neither am I. Neither am I. But yeah. Okay, cool. Whatever. I don't feel like the Vikings are going to be that much of a threat.
Well, see, okay, quick timeout. I do think the Vikings are going to be good because Kevin O'Connell's a very good head coach. And I think Sam Darnold, I don't think he's a great quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback. What I know about the NFL, it takes a great quarterback and a great coach to make a deep run in the postseason to potentially win a Super Bowl. I think, teams like, name them, the Kansas City Chiefs, the San Francisco 49ers, the Baltimore Ravens, like those are teams with both. They have a great head coach. They have a great quarterback. In the case of the Vikings, Kevin O'Connell, great coach, in my opinion. But Sam Darnold, I mean, could they be a playoff team? I could see them sneaking in on a wild card.
I'm already over the U.S. Open.
Why? What's happening?
Tigers birdied 4 of his last 5, or bogeyed 4 of his last 5 holes.
Well, hang in there.
What? Come on.
Yeah, dude.
Come on. It's a
just
tough course.
Talk
sad.
NFL with us for a second.
Yeah, it's a tough
What do you
course.
think about
Look,
the
Sam
Vikings?
Darnold looked pretty good in his one appearance with the 49ers last year. It looks like Kyle Shanahan did a lot of work with him to get him ready. I think Kevin O'Connell's a great head coach.
Wait.
Sam Darnold's going to be fine.
Are you saying that Kyle Shanahan is the reason Sam Darnold looks so good?
I think he's going to deserve a lot of credit, don't you? If he goes out with the Vikings and is actually good, because we saw Sam Darnold pre-Kyle
No.
Shanahan, we saw Sam Darnold now post Kyle Shanahan.
I have not once thought
As a
if I see Sam Darnold, awesome. Oh, that's definitely
How
Kyle
does he
Shanahan.
get? He gets none of the credit. The dude he
Zero.
worked with for a full year.
No,
Yeah, you're right. I'm stupid.
Well, maybe not zero, but like I would give the credit to Kevin O'Connell.
Well, for sure, the
Right.
lion's share. But I'm saying,
What
like,
the hell is the matter?
What are you talking about?
such a
okay, this is
blunt-
why I'm just going to be sad about the U.S. Open, and I'm not going to talk anymore. Jesus, man.
What?
Frick.
All roads lead back to Niners.
Why are we talking about Kyle Shanahan?
Because he just spent a year with Kyle Shanahan.
All right. Moving on to Cortland Sutton.
Dude,
God, like that's the most asinine thing anyone's ever said.
I was just a little shook at. That's all. Cortland Sutton, I thought was going to be bounced out of Denver. I thought he wanted out. Apparently not. He said this is where he wants to be. Maybe that's where he thinks he can get the most money.
Well, he wants a new deal, and that's the reason why I was holding out in the first place. Look, it is a real tactic that really works. If you want more money from a team, refusing to show up and working is a good way to do it because it's a real threat. When is he coming back? We don't know. What does he want? More money or he wants out? Well, so all of a sudden it puts a ticking clock, a loud ticking clock in the background of everything an organization is doing. Now it sounds to me like maybe they're getting closer to a deal, and that's the reason why he's reemerged for the Denver Broncos.
Right.
But it is a tactic that's worked in the past.
The NFL Network, they're doing some live preseason show or games, obviously. Their schedule includes 3 Bears games.
Of course it does. Of course it does. Caleb Williams is the first overall draft pick. Everybody's anxious to see him play. And by the way, rookies typically play a decent amount in the preseason. Also, remember the Bears are going to be on Hard Knocks. Like there's a
Watch out, gang. Lincoln Riley, no credit for Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I mean, much less than it'll be the offensive coordinator in. It'll be
about
what's his name?
Matt Eberflus?
No, that's the head coach, the offensive coordinator.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my
It's the
God,
Bears. Who cares?
Yeah, but he came. It doesn't matter.
Anyway,
Anyway,
you are so salty.
yeah.
At least
Golly.
Brooksy's on top.
How
I do
about
like
this?
Brooksy.
The Colts, Anthony Richardson. So this is a quarterback who played, I think, healthy only 3 games last year for Indianapolis. He says playing in the NFL is quote unquote easier than college.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Okay, hold on. This is a misleading headline, by the way. So the way they set this up, him saying it's easier than college ball, obviously makes you feel like, what are you saying, the NFL's easy? Actually, if you go back and read the quotes, what he's saying is it's easier because he can focus on his job because he knows the players are pros and they will take care of everything. And then he gets a little douchey when he goes, when I was in college, I had to carry the whole team.
So Anthony Richardson, these type of things are so stupid. These are so look.
He's a rapper too.
I hate. Yeah, he is actually. He has released a couple.
Honestly, not bad. Better than Darren Waller.
Oh yes, yeah. Well, we're setting the bar pretty low with Darren Waller, but this is the problem for Anthony Richardson. You've played like 3 games. Like he has no idea if the NFL is easy or not. He has no idea yet. He's barely played in the NFL.
Is that all he played?
He played all. No, he appeared in I think 6.
So he got injured in the 6th?
He got injured in 3. I think he played healthy in 3 or healthy-ish. But
Because there was a lot of
it was Gardner Minshew
Excuse
the
me,
whole
there was
way
a
in Indiana.
lot of hype around him. Like if you remember early on in the season, it was like, well, CJ Stroud and Anthony Richardson, they both look amazing. This is going to be a great rookie of the year finish. And then obviously Richardson was out for the last half of the season.
Yeah. He couldn't stay healthy.
He blew up his shoulder, didn't he?
Listen, it would be. I mean, it would be really easy. The NFL would be if you only had to play like 4 games. I guess. I didn't even think of it.
I could not do it.
You could do it.
No,
Come
I
on.
got
even
6 hot dogs down and I was ready to
no,
yak.
No.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec. This
But
time
that was over 3 hours. We're talking 10 minutes.
10 minutes. You jam them down your neck. And then if you throw up, again, like we told you for the 999 challenge, it makes for better television.
So I don't think you can throw up. Like, when's the last time you puked?
It's been a long time.
See, I'm a puker, man. Like, even if I just get too much food in me, like it's ready to go.
Do you make yourself puke?
No, never.
I do.
See that?
What? Are you okay? Isn't that an eating disorder?
No, but like if I eat something and go, God, I didn't feel good with that, I'll just go throw it up in the bushes. What? All the time. We're working outside and you're like,
say all the time?
yeah, I mean, like every other weekend.
Do we need to check him into therapy? Because that's really bad for you.
If I eat something that I go, God, that doesn't feel good, I'll just go toss it, get rid of it,
So listen,
start over.
Don't listen to anything he's saying, by the way. That is terrible for you.
No, then you just continue to work.
so not Roseanne Barr's daughter is now in the running for a $50 gift card to OG's Pizzeria. She's going to have some brews. She's going to have some pizza pies on us. But then, oh, by the way, if she wins that gift card, she's in the running to participate in Jesse Lozano's One More Win golf tournament coming up next Friday. Woo! So that's what you got going on there. Also, we got San Diego County Fair tickets, Darrell Hall tickets coming up later in the show.
We got to rename the show again. It's Big Rich, Bulimic, and Fletch.
Yeah, we have
I'm bulimic. Look at me.
We have a prize fight coming up in July. But before we get there, fighters, they have to make weight. And TD for many years, he tried to make weight by forcing himself to throw up.
Turns out you're not supposed to do that.
And turns out there's a better way.
Right. Wayne and Chloe, they said, no, that's a disorder and you can't do that. And I went, disorder or fad diet? And they went, nope, not a fad diet, but you want to stay away from the fad diets as well, because the fad diets, look, you will lose weight. You'll lose some pounds. You'll drop some lbs, but as soon as you stop the fad diet, you'll gain it right back. Wayne and Chloe, they know all about that. They'll show you the healthy way to lose weight and lose weight quickly over at sdfatloss.com. So when I say lose weight quickly, I mean 20 to 30 pounds in 8 weeks' time. That's what they'll tell you. And you'll think 20 to 30 pounds in 2 months. 15 pounds a month seems absolutely impossible. It's not. I did 31, Rich 35. Fletch leads the way here, pushing 50 pounds lost with sdfatloss.com. If you're hung up, you're trying to figure out, where do I even start? Where do I begin? Whatever weight loss plan I'm trying to get started with, diet plan, whatever it may be, go to sdfatloss.com. They're going to give you a roadmap. You're going to do it without exercise. You're going to do it without having to figure out how to make a shake or meal prep or whatever you got to do. It's just the correct, healthy way to lose weight. And they got some secrets in there for you as well. So follow along. You will lose weight. I promise you that. And you're going to feel a million times better when you drop 20 to 30 pounds in 8 weeks' time. Go there right now, sdfatloss.com. The consultation, absolutely free. And when you mention Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, you're going to save yourself $200 when you sign up. sdfatloss.com. Coming up, we've got a consolation prize fight here, boys. I'm not real happy about it.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch here, San Diego Sports 760. Busy show today. Lot to do still. Ticket Palooza continues on with Daryl Hall tickets. If you want to win those, you got to call 877-767-4760 at exactly 7:57.
Woo!
If you're calling number 7 at 7:57, you're going to win those Daryl Hall tickets.
Look at that. With Elvis Costello.
Yeah, with, by the way, who, I mean, may as well be the headliner, but whatever. It's going to be June 16th show. That's Father's Day at Calcos Credit Union Amphitheater, Ticketmaster.com for deets and seats. We got to run here. We'll tell you about the prize fight that was supposed to happen and who's filling in for the famous fighter who we were all excited to see. Oh boy. Wait till you hear this name. Okay. And then also coming up on the other side, we get back to a Padres historic afternoon, an NBA finals that everybody wishes they could forget by now, and some updates with the Lakers head coach search. Before we do, I want to talk to you about my dentist, my doctor, Dr. Jordan Colby, Ocean View Dental. You've heard me talk about this place very often. And the reason why is because I've never had a dentist I actually wanted to go see. You know, normally you schedule dentist appointments. I visit my dentist. It's like a family atmosphere at this dental office. Everybody there is sweet to you. Everybody knows why you're there. The appointments are great because Dr. Jordan Colby is a complete pro. They have all the latest dental technology. So all the scans, all of the things that you need to have perfect work done. And that's what it is. I couldn't describe it. It's anything less than perfect. I needed a tooth extracted, 3 implants put in, and I didn't want to miss any time on the air. And he checked every box. I was in zero pain. I was able to work the next day. I mean, think about that. When you have 3 tooth implants put in your mouth and you're able to talk without having any issues a day after the surgery is done, it's pretty impressive. But that's the sort of service you get over at Ocean View Dental. I'm going to get my teeth cleaned actually up there next week in Oceanside, but they have an awesome office out in Fallbrook as well. If you're looking for a new dentist, look no further. Dr. Jordan Colby, Ocean View Dental. Check him out at oceanviewdental.net.
Saquon Barkley and Kirk Cousins both were in trouble with the league under investigation for tampering, right?
Well, not them.
Right.
The teams that wanted them. So the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons.
Both cases have come to conclusions. One guilty, one not. We'll tell you who's who coming up next. It's our number 3, Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. This update presented by Superstar Car Wash. Leaderboard update at the U.S. Open, which is underway today out in North Carolina. Pinehurst, number 2. Matthew Pavon in the lead, 3 under par, tied with Brooks Koepka. Those are your 2 leaders as of now. Tiger Woods falling apart already. I think he's 2 over, maybe 3 over. 3 over par for Tiger Woods. Woof. That leaderboard update presented by the Golf Mart, home of the 90-day guarantee. Pods get their first sweep of the season. They beat the A's yesterday with another walk-off home run win, this time from Jackson Merrill. He hit 2 homers yesterday. Day off today, 3-game series with the Mets in New York beginning tomorrow. NBA Finals, Celtics take a 3-0 series lead over the Mavs with a 106-99 win in Dallas last night. Save big this summer at Superstar Car Wash with unlimited car washes starting as low as $10 for your first month. Enjoy free vacuums, microfiber towels, plus much more. Don't wait. Visit a Superstar Car Wash location near you. Life gets messy. We're here to help.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, happy Thursday to those who celebrate. Happy Bar Car Friday Eve. We celebrate tomorrow. Our Father's Day edition of Bar Car Friday with Tony Conja, Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego. We'll have some Father's Day themed drinks as we did last week. We continue on this week. Tony Conja also selling Zomos tequila gift packs. It includes a cigar, a cutter, and a torch lighter. Those are of a limited quantity, so get to one of the 10 locations around San Diego.
By the way, it's all wrapped up. It's in a basket.
It's done.
It's done.
It's done. It means that you no longer have to think about Father's Day.
Might
you
even
already
be
have
double
your present.
bagged. Like the coffee, which is terrible, by the way. God, I just had some.
That's 2.5 bags.
Yeah.
By the way, 1 bag was open, though. We don't know how long. It could be weeks.
Like that might be the worst coffee you've ever made. You've made some pretty bad bags of coffee.
No, you didn't try the mushroom coffee.
Ooh. So
Can you imagine the visuals, though, as they shoot at the same time and hot dogs flipping through the air, crossing paths?
we're getting very, very descriptive on the talkback mic.
There was a moment we thought that was going a different direction.
Yeah.
You almost had to dump her.
So
Shot.
so-
Like a wheatgrass shot.
Right, right.
J-Riff against John Schaefer. Do I have that right?
Yeah.
Okay, J-Riff against John Schaefer. Okay, the talkback mic is open. If you open the free iHeartRadio app, click the talkback mic. It's the microphone button next to the play button. You can leave us a message like that. Tell us what celebrity you would like to see in the Nathan's hot dog eating contest that happens on July 4th. Joey Chestnut, who is the would have been the returning champion, he's been banned because he signed with a vegan hot dog brand.
This is so anti-American.
So we need you to give us who you would like to see take his place. Talkbacks are flying in. Everybody who leaves a talkback mic message is going to be in the running. I'm laughing because of Fletch's
Fletch
reaction.
is dying right now. We can't play this one?
No, it's the best talkback we've maybe ever received. I'm going to tell you in your ears.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. But we could play that.
No, we can't.
Oh, you don't think so? Okay.
It would
Damn
take
it.
some.
Well, maybe you can edit it. Maybe
Yeah, I'll
if you
work
just
my
cut
best.
off
Well,
the
yeah, right.
So anyways,
So the talkback line exploding now.
Yeah.
People.
Oh, yeah, there's like 10 of them we haven't gotten to yet.
you could get a
Good.
$50 gift card to OG's if you get selected at random, by the way. This is the way it works. It's not the best talkback mic submission. It's just one of them.
Yep.
One of you will win a $50 gift card to OG's. And if you win that, it puts you in contention to win the foursome to the Jesse Lozano One More Win golf tournament coming up next Friday.
And if you're thinking, wow, how do I find the talkback mic? Well, you need to open up the free iHeartRadio app. Listen to us there. You'll see a microphone. It's a little red button. Just tap that. That is the talkback mic.
That's right.
And leave us a message.
So the Padres. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I actually think he's right.
What's more American than John Daly on the 4th of July, seeing that beer chugging, cigarette smoking pro golfer nailing down Nathan's hot dogs?
But you know what'd be great is while he's chugging them down, he does take a couple puffs off the heater that's still smoking in his hand.
To this day, one of my favorite articles I ever read in my life was written by, I want to say it was somebody working for The Athletic or maybe Sports Illustrated, followed him for a round and just logged everything he ate, drank, or smoked. And by the end of one round of golf, it was something like he smoked like 15 Marlboro Lights. He had 7 or 8 Diet Cokes.
It was more than that. I think it was like 18 Diet Cokes. It was a crazy number.
You look up this story, Fletch, if you can, because it blew my mind. I was just enamored with it. I mean, he was like, and dude, it was all very casual. Like he kind of took his time.
It went down easy.
Yeah.
A can of whole
practice round. There was somebody behind him. It was 2 packs of cigarettes. Where's the Diet Coke?
40 cigarettes.
4 Snickers bars.
4 Snickers. Got it.
This doesn't have the Diet Cokes. This is a more recent one, though. I do remember that.
Yeah. It was an incredible.
How many Snickers?
2.
4.
Oh, 4.
4 Snickers.
2 packs of cigarettes, 4 Snickers bars, and it does say Diet Cokes were drank. It doesn't say how many.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just do the daily.
God, can you imagine if Fletch tapped out after 6.5 hot dogs during the 999 challenge? I have a feeling he's going to make it through half a Winston and he's going to vomit and go home and cry.
Like, cigars make my head feel spinny. I don't think I've ever had a cigarette. What would that do to me?
I mean,
cigars, like, I feel
very similar
nauseous
effect.
after a cigar.
Very, very similar effect. I like a cigar every once in a while.
Yeah.
I really, really do.
Yeah. But you don't, you puff on it.
Yeah.
Not inhaling it like a cigarette. I've never had a cigarette either. Wait, what? Oh, was that for real?
I don't know.
Hang on a second.
That's sad.
What's his first name?
Sparky.
Okay, Sparky.
Sparky.
Check this out, buddy. If you're listening to this show, call us right now at 877-767-4760. We need all the details. And also, we have a way to help you.
We do?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Therapy Thursday. Buckle up.
Golly, my heart breaks.
Listen, there's a way through everything in life. We're going to turn this negative into a big positive. All you have to do is call us, Sparky, 877-767-4760. We need to have a discussion with our buddy there. He needs our help. And on a Therapy Thursday, we can help him.
All right. I'm in.
By the way, and also throw his name on the list. He could have a $50 gift card coming his way because the Talkback mic will be open for the entire show leading up to giving away that $50 gift card. We also have San Diego County Fair tickets to give away. If you're interested in those, we're going to be giving those away in just about 12 minutes. So just hang in there. We know you want to go.
Yeah.
And we want to give you those tickets.
We want you to go.
So you just hang on. In the meantime, the Padres, they just got their first series sweep of the season. They beat the Oakland A's 5-4. Jackson Merrill hit 2 bombs, one of which was for a walk-off. The first time, or I should say the youngest player in MLB history to have a multi-homer game where one of those home runs ended the game at 21 years and 54 days old.
Does he remain stud status this entire season?
Jackson Farrell Merrill?
Yeah.
I mean, went through a pretty good drought. He's back now, but he started the season crazy hot. Like, he led the team in batting average for a while. Then Jerks and Profar took over. But Jackson Merrill started red hot, went through a pretty good slump.
Right.
And now he's back.
Whoa.
I love a redemption arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Padres Twitter account, the social media manager.
Yeah.
Kind of nailed it.
Yeah.
You have not thought of this one.
Well, and go.
Jackson Merrill.
Meaning
Is it a barrel of the bat?
Yeah.
Barreled it.
I like it. I mean,
you'll make yourself throw up again.
I'll tell you right now, game respect the game.
What are you going to do? You don't feel well. You're out working in the yard. Get rid of it. Let's keep going. You don't ever do that?
No, nobody does that.
You're digging a hole,
Yeah.
right? You're digging a ditch.
Are you going to vomit in it?
I've done that.
That's not the way normal people handle a stomach ache. You know what normal people go? They go, my stomach hurts. We're going to keep digging.
No. You got to move on.
I mean, but
You got to fix it.
okay,
Let's
so
go.
your hands are dirty from digging and working outside. You're going to jam your fingers down your
No,
throat?
I don't do that. You just think about it. You just make it happen.
You
can
wait,
throw up on
what?
command.
Wait, you just think about we have to do this on the show now.
I could probably, eat something and then make it go right back up.
No
Yeah.
way.
I'm a sympathetic puker. I cannot be in the premises when this happens.
Honestly, that's like a magic trick.
Yeah, well, like the goldfish people, I
Yeah.
think I could do that.
Now we have to do
I
it with
gotta
the
You
goal.
think you can do the
goldfish?
sword?
No, I don't think I
Okay,
do the
hang on,
sword.
hang on.
I do have a very bad gag reflex.
When I say we have to have you swallow a goldfish and then throw it back up, I mean like 100%.
Wasn't even my idea.
I don't know if I can physically get the goldfish down.
I mean, just having you say it, I got a little, oh, God. But if it's possible to have you do this like tomorrow on a Bar Cart Friday,
I don't know. Maybe a Swedish fish.
fine. I need to see it. Okay, so we got big plans for tomorrow.
God, this is so
I
gross.
don't know. Maybe I've gone too far.
We got big plans for tomorrow. It's gonna be a big day.
You ever had a tooth fall out on you?
A tooth fall?
I'm
No.
pretty sure that's a side effect of bulimia.
It's not like I'm. Okay, so when I said it a couple times a month, maybe that's a little bit of a stretch. But like in the summertime, if you're out digging a hole, you don't feel well.
Can I ask you also another question? You keep saying digging a hole.
Yeah.
How many holes are you digging?
A lot of
Like,
holes.
now you know what I picture? I picture Sarah being like, Travis, you're annoying me. Go in the back and play with your sand toys. And then you're just out there vomiting and digging holes.
Well, no, like if let's say I got to dig a trench because I'm putting some pipe in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but hang on a second.
What?
Again, how many pipes are you burying in your backyard in trenches?
A large number. Hey, sometimes you're like, what'd be great is an outlet over here.
Okay, do you realize I've lived in the home I currently live in for 7 years? Do you know how many trenches I've dug? Zero. I've dug
For real?
zero trenches.
Like when you redid your yard, you didn't dig trenches
Buddy,
anywhere?
A, I paid someone to do it. B, even if I didn't, I would have dug probably one trench. Like,
Well, you dig one and then it gets buried and you go, oh, you know what?
gotta redig it.
Well, there's another. I got something else to do. Or all of a sudden it's all done. And then you get the call of, oh, you know what I would like is whatever. This hooked up over here. And I go, well, I got to get back to the panel. So now I'm digging again.
So it's time to, honey, I'm going to be in the yard. I got my spade out. Don't bother me. And if you hear somebody retching, that's also me.
I like to call it my dirt spoon.
God. What do you
Talk to
got?
Sparky.
Okay, yeah.
Real story.
It's for real?
Yes.
Is he on the line?
No, he didn't want to share it on air, but he
Oh.
did say real story, but he did want to pass along. I love you guys. Thank you for being in my ears every morning, helping me get through this that I'm going through right now.
Listen, Sparky, the best thing you could do, and we learned this through our divorced dad dating disaster, you got to sleep with her sister now. So we do this on 101.5.
Rich, this is an open wound.
Yeah.
It sounds
you gotta
very
give him
raw.
some time.
No,
You
dude.
got to give him some time.
You got to use the energy and the momentum from the heartbreak to sleep with your wife's sister now. It's immediately
So,
like it's got to be almost like an alley-oop.
Yeah.
Like the ball's in the air, Sparky. It's time to dunk it.
I
Sparky, how about this? TravisDale@iHeartMedia.com. That's an email address. Feel free to email that.
To me?
Yeah, you.
Why were you emailing me?
Well, everyone already has my email, BenjaminFletcher@iHeartMedia.com. Email TD.
Well,
That dude has some words of wisdom. He's only going to tell you to throw up like 2 to 3 times before you start feeling better.
I think if you have to
hang-
throw up
hang-
twice,
well,
it's a
hang on,
problem.
hang on a
One
second.
time, if it doesn't fix it, there's something else happening.
I don't know why we're just washing over the great advice I just gave Sparky.
Because it's terrible advice.
No, we did it. Okay, so
What if
just
Shirley has a brother? Do you go there?
you bang her brother. One of her siblings getting taken down like a damn mule on the Serengeti.
I feel awful for Sparky.
I do
So
too.
do I.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm giving him the best advice I could offer at this moment.
We got to think of
Now-
something we can do for Sparky.
There was heartbreak in that voice that I just talked to on the
How do we get Sparky? We should go meet Sparky at K&B Bistro.
This is what we should do. He should come in on a bar car Friday once the wounds heal.
Okay.
Once he's feeling it. And listen,
We're gonna play a dating game.
and by the way, we're not gonna give him any alcohol. Wink. We're not gonna give Sparky any alcohol.
Dude, the wink kind of ruins the
Wait,
point
wait,
of you
no,
trying to be
no,
sneaky
no,
about it.
No, we said it on air.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him a single drink.
I do have Sparky's email address.
Okay,
I'm
good.
thinking maybe he asked for pizza in that talk back. 7-Eleven pizza.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
bring him in on bar
We
car
sh-
Friday.
we
We'll,
should-
we'll get a 7-Eleven pizza. You fly, we'll buy, dude. It's only
deliver
$8.
pizza at his house.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
We could bring him a whole care package.
I still think he should sleep with his wife's sister. I just think, like, I mean, if it's gonna, it's an eye for an eye justice. This is the code of Hammurabi. We go all the way back to
Harambe?
ancient times. No, Hammurabi.
The gorilla that died?
No, he was a ruler in Mesopotamia.
I don't
Okay?
believe you.
No, I'm telling you,
No, you
look
made
this
that up.
The code of Hammurabi. Go back to Mesopotamia.
Is that from Night at the Museum too?
No, it's not. He was the first. It was the first civilization, to our knowledge, that had laws. It was a code of conduct, and it literally said, if somebody takes your eye, you take their eye. So if she's gonna sleep around on you, buddy, Sparky, you take down one of her siblings, and that means you gotta bang a brother.
Sparky's probably hurting right now.
I know.
Sparky's in pain.
Sparky's hurting right now.
He's coming to us to like help him.
It's Therapy Thursday. So guess
Therapy Thursday.
Guess what? Okay, so you guys are like, oh, Sparky. You know what? He does want. He needs solutions right now, and the only person offering Sparky a solution is me. Come up with a better idea than banging his sister.
His sister? That's a terrible idea. He's not a Targaryen.
Did I say that? I say he should bang
You
his
said
own
he should
sister.
bang his
What's his
sister.
sister-in-law currently?
Okay, yeah. So, dude, technically it is his sister. Look, the point is there better advice out there? Of course there is. But is this the best advice I could come up with?
On
now?
short
On
notice.
such short notice? Yes, it is also.
Well, the Padres get their first sweep of the season against the A's yesterday. Then the Padres marketing team clearly don't want to give us credit for Farrell Merrill, so they're coming up with another name, a dumber name, Barrel Merrill.
No, it's Jackson Barrel because he barreled that ball.
Dumb. I mean, it's dumb. It's lame.
I mean, to be fair, it makes more sense than a cat.
Well, dude,
Farrell Merrill?
Feral doesn't
Wow.
mean cat.
It just means wild.
It just means wild.
Hey, come
It
on.
means untamed,
Yeah.
unbridled.
You know, I'm not gonna sit here and take crap from a dude that said somebody should bang his sister-in-law and a dude that pukes on demand, like for fun. I'm not doing this. Like, I think there's one normal
fun.
person left on this show, and he's right here.
Well, I didn't say it was for fun.
Travis pukes on the man down. That's a hell of a nickname. Maybe we should call the Padres, and they'll screw it up somehow.
Hey, despite the Caitlin Clark effect,
We'll call him Travis Airmail Dale because he hit a home run. Well, he also can make himself vomit without even putting his hands near his face. How about that, Padres? Anyways, Sparky should sleep with his wife's sister.
despite the Caitlin Clark effect and the WNBA being more popular than it's ever been, including nearly sold out stadiums and 3 times the number of people watching it on television on the reg, it's still operating in the red. It's expected to lose $50 million this year.
Quick timeout. Signaling again. 30 seconds to the scorers table. This is my last of the game. Did you say on the reg?
Is it reg? Reg. That's correct. And in the NBA, Boss Tauntaun.
Oh no.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside. The Mavs, 106-99.
We've lost our way.
What?
He tried to correct himself and said on the reg.
I don't even know what it is.
Dude, we've lost our
I
way.
don't know. What is the term? What's the phrase?
No, you got
How
it.
do you say the word regular?
Reg. Maybe it's on Reggie. I don't know.
On the Reggie, just like people say.
That's what I say. West Coast is the best coast. what we always say over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll stand by that. Still think that's solid
I
performance.
still picture Jason McIntyre sitting in his green room, getting ready to co-host The Herd with Colin Cowherd, answering the phone, having this interview with us, and then getting to that point in the conversation where you go, West Coast is the best coast.
West Coast is the best coast. That's what we always say over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I picture him putting on his untucked shirt. He's like buttoning it as you're saying that. He's holding the ear, like he's doing that shoulder thing, like where he's holding
Makeup person is literally putting makeup on his
eyes are
face.
watering.
and he hears that, and he's just trying to take you seriously. He's just like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. That's the way. I guess we do always. say
West
that.
Coast is the best coast. That's what we always say over here.
You should
I
have
don't
said
think
West
that's
Coast is the best coast. Am I right? Yes.
But he
Queen.
doesn't wear like.
Slay.
He takes his right hand and he puts it to the left side of his mouth, like almost like, "Are you who? Am I right?"
Turns out I am. Turns out I am right.
Julie, get in here.
Yeah. Okay. Julie, saleswoman Julie needs to come in. Hi,
Hey.
Julie. Come on in. We're on the air. We're live.
Yeah, we're
It's
doing
fine.
radio right now. But
Yeah.
good morning, welcome.
Well,
We
Julie.
were just giving out great advice. So Sparky, who is one of our listeners, his wife just cheated on him. He just found out, literally just found out. He was asking us for a couple of pizzas. I said he
West
should,
Coast is the best coast. That's what we always say over here.
my advice was he should probably just go sleep with one of her siblings as fair game retribution. What do you think is the best advice to give to a guy who's going through something like this right now?
Do you want to jump on the mic? Here you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I mean, are there children involved?
We don't have that information.
See, listen,
Yeah.
Rich is being very reckless.
Yeah, you're
No,
asking way too many questions.
we're reacting
just
in real
off
time.
the cuff, like your gut says.
I would take a hot minute. Don't do anything rash.
See, that's what I was
Wow,
saying
what
too.
the-
I gave him the same advice, and then I was
Except the
thinking,
hot minute is with his sister.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, sister-in-law.
his sister-in-law. Julie, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Of
you.
course.
Thank you. I'm actually thinking you're coming in here because you're looking for a video.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, okay. We just talked about it today. It will be done.
we got you.
Are
Yeah.
they going to be shirtless?
Oh, well, probably. Yes,
damn right.
exactly. Yeah.
If you want to see 3 pairs of man nipples, you just wait about an hour and a half, Julie.
Buckle up.
I'll be ready.
That's right.
What
There
the
she goes.
hell
There she
is
goes, everybody.
happening?
What do you
Julie.
think, Fletch? Yeah, Julie, thank you. Yeah, listen, the Padres, what a day.
West Coast is the best coast. What we always say over here.
We do always say
Yeah.
that, though.
I mean, actually, the first time anybody had said that on this show in
Slay.
the 2 years or so
Yes.
we've been doing this was 2 days ago with Jason McIntyre.
You slay, queen. You
All right.
slay.
We got to give them away.
Guys, you
We
guys don't
promised them.
appreciate it.
San Diego County Fair tickets, 877-767-4760. If you want a 4-pack of tickets to this year's San Diego County Fair, you call in exactly 2 minutes, 827. Caller number 5 is going to win those. It's going on now until July 7th at Del Mar Fairgrounds. Tickets and info at sdfair.com. But caller number 5 wins those at 827. Coming up next, my goodness gracious, the Lakers. What a mess this head coaching search has been. We'll get to that in just a few minutes. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
SDFatLoss.com. SDFatLoss.com is where you should go literally right now to sign up for the program that changed the three of our lives, and it changed it for the better. All three of us were really fat. We were so fat that it was tough to go out and go golfing.
Sad.
It was
So
tough
sad.
to go out to the beach and feel okay about ourselves. Like TD was one of those guys that would wear a shirt at the swimming pool. Not anymore.
Yeah, no. Now
now-
I take it off, you see all the fur.
Yeah, now
Now it looks like I wear a sweater.
check out his neck. I mean, that thing has shrunken because of SDFatLoss.com. Look, we do joke around a lot, but SDFatLoss.com legitimately did change my life for sure. And it did it the natural way. I wasn't putting anything in my body that I didn't know what the side effects would be, right? It was just losing weight the natural way. And I did it with the help of Wayne and Chloe, who were our weight loss team the entire time. They will be your weight loss team as well. If you go over to SDFatLoss.com today, you make the decision to sign up and you mention Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, you're going to save $200 off the program. There's nothing to lose here except those unwanted pounds. And if you're ready to make a big change in your life, and get ready because the 2 months will be transformative, just get on over to SDFatLoss.com today. It's pretty easy to lose control over your weight. It happened with all three of us. All three of us got it back under control thanks to Wayne and Chloe and SDFatLoss.com. This update is presented by Lexus Escondido, where you'll experience auto enjoyment. We will start with the U.S. Open, which is underway. Check out some of these big names who are at the very bottom of the leaderboard. Phil Mickelson, 8 over par through 12. Justin Thomas, 6 over par through 13. Sahith Theegala, 6 over par through 11. The course is playing tough. Tiger Woods is 4 over. He's on his back 9. Leaders are at 4 under par. Matthew Pavon, Russell Henley at 3 under par, Brooks Koepka at 2 under par. This leaderboard update presented by the Golf Mart, home of the 90-day guarantee. Padres got their first sweep of the year yesterday. Jackson Merrill with a walk-off home run. NBA Finals, Celtics take a 3-0 lead last night over the Mavs with a 106-99 win where Luka Doncic fouled out. Experience auto enjoyment today at Lexus Escondido and save with Lexus Lease Cash on a large selection of new Lexus electric and hybrid models. See details at LexusEscondido.com. Experience auto enjoyment today at Lexus Escondido.
Let We should keep that forever.
Right over my head.
No, we should keep that forever.
Honestly, that's a charter member.
Yeah,
that's a charter member of the fraternity.
Golly.
When we get around to building the frat house or the fraternity house, that gentleman Scott, he's going to be right there on the front lawn with us, taking the first ever class picture.
And by using the talkback mic, we can have one of those boards in front.
Yeah, and then
That's
you know how you ever go into a frat house and you see all the pictures from each year and it reaches back into the 70s. Like I picture when we're still doing the show in 2050, we're gonna have pictures dating back to 2024, and we're gonna be like, wow, that was the first year we did the fraternity.
This insane.
This is incredible.
Right.
Look at how fat TD's neck was, because by then you'll have no neck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Thanks to SCFatLoss.com,
well, and
which
also
we will make a video for.
Also from digging holes in your backyard, because
puking in them.
apparently you just I mean, he says, yeah, dude, you know how many pipes I buried in the backyard? Or how many times I had to dig my way to the panel, whatever the hell that means. I figure he's just digging holes so he could vomit in them.
I am glad you brought this up, because we could have a serious conversation about this.
I picture this.
Are you okay? No, it's a thing.
We go to TD's house, and he has a watermelon patch, and we're like, oh my God, this is gorgeous. You have a watermelon patch. We didn't know this about you. And he goes, yeah, why do you think I'm throwing up so much? I eat watermelon and I have all the seeds in my belly, and I go into the yard and just puke in my watermelon patch.
It's not like that. It's you're whatever, you eat a piece of pizza and it's hot outside.
God.
And then you go, man, I do not feel great. I think I'm going to eject this pizza.
But dude, your stomach isn't a VCR. It's not like you just get to hit the eject button and it's it coughs out a VHS tape. You're a human being, Travis.
But then you just get rid of it. So the bad feelings aren't there anymore.
So lots of reaction from Rich Ornberger's advice to Sparky, our friend who unfortunately was cheated on. 858, Sparky here. We do have 3 kids, been married for 20 years, and I can't sleep with her sisters or her brother. Gross.
Wait, okay, hang on, Sparky. Yes, you can. I mean, you certainly can't with that attitude. I'll tell you right now. There's no chance if you start with an I can't. I say this to my kids all the time.
What do you say to your kids all the time?
Yeah, go ahead.
I say, you can't accomplish everything if you're leading. If your opening is I can't.
Richie, you're on an island here. Sparky, if you need anything, man, honestly, do reach out to me or TD.
Yeah, you're right, guys. What we should do is stop the show, and we should just pay attention to Sparky's love life. Or
I love you, pal.
Or we could find a way to send him a pizza off the air. Here's the deal.
Hold on. Just so we know, the talkback mic.
Yeah.
Anyone who's sending us a talkback through the talkback mic, you are now entered in for a chance to win a $50 gift card to OG's Pizza.
Right.
Which you could send to Sparky.
You could.
If you wanted to.
That's pretty simple.
Sparky also in the running.
And by the way, he could end up with the $50 gift card. Or somebody, by the way, maybe a lady who wins the $50 gift card might want to take Sparky out. I'm just saying, all of a sudden, all doors are open.
Divorce dad dating success.
Wow.
Now you're talking. Wow. Now you're talking.
Well, if you win that $50 OG's gift card, then you're in the running for the grand prize,
which
for
is
a foursome at Jesse Lozano's One More Win golf tournament happening next Friday that we will be a part of. We'll be out there golfing. You'll be golfing with us. Foursome right behind us.
They have 6 left available. Also, if you want to just go buy one, right, and donate to a great cause, they have 6 spots left available, 6 foursomes, and we get to decide, by the way, who we're playing around. So if you sign up on the website onemorewin.org, let us know so we can put you close to us.
Yeah, exactly correct. Absolutely correct. And we will. Hey, you know what I was thinking? Actually, Sparky, if you're still listening, do you golf?
Right.
Because I'll tell you right now, one of the ways to take your mind off of stuff going on in your personal life, get out on the golf course.
Right.
All you got to think about is swing the club. And if you're playing with us, is trying to avoid being vomited on by Travis Dale, who apparently he could just puke on command.
Yeah. Text line jumping in on Rich's side, 913 Sparky, Kevin Harlan here. Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and sleep with that sister.
Dude,
God.
or honestly, or her brother. That might even be better. Well, I'm just saying.
Really burner.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine if she's like, oh God, what has happened here? Look, the point
Man.
is, we give
The point is,
we give great advice, I would say, on this show typically, and this is one of our better moments.
what tickets did we just give away?
Oh, we gave away San Diego County Fair.
Okay, so we gave away fair tickets. Do we have a winner's name now?
Yeah, we're completely caught up. Jeremy won those. John won the Daryl Hall / Elvis Costello or Elvis Costello / Daryl Hall.
Okay.
And then who won the first one? I can't remember.
The
That was
Noah
a long
Khan.
time ago.
Wait.
That was a long time ago.
So we've given away.
We've given away the 3
Okay. All
of
right.
those. All we have left is the OG's gift
Okay.
card.
I thought we were missing one here.
Perfect. If I may give a little advice to the Lakers, because I'm on a
Sleep with their sister.
I'm on a real
Is this
tear
something
right
to do
now.
with Jeannie Buss?
Well, I'm just saying, maybe they should, I don't know, go back and offer Dan Hurley more money. Like, because it just sort of kind of feels like we're at the point where this has gotten ridiculous already.
It's a bad look.
Like, okay, so it was all JJ Redick for about 2 weeks. And then it was Dan Hurley for about a week. You remember the storylines like Lakers are offering him all sorts of money. They interviewed with him. It went really well. And then it was like he turned down this insane contract. Now we're back to JJ. This ain't great.
It's a bad look.
It's a bad look. This is a bad job also. Let's be honest with each other. If you're going to be a head coach of a sports team, do you really want to be the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, where you're going to be forced to draft Bronny James Jr., where you're going to be coaching LeBron James, who, by the way, gets to make all the rules? He's not going to pay attention to you at all. And you're going to get blamed for any of the problems that come up with the Lakers. No, thank you. Now, again, if you're paying me $11 million a year, maybe I say, yeah, but I'm not Dan Hurley. Dan Hurley's got a sweet gig at UConn right now, and they're probably about to sweeten his contract a little bit. So either over offer at just give him way too much money, or just hire another Frank Vogel and move on. But dragging this out the way they have, it's not doing them any favors.
It's almost too early to hire Dan Hurley, by the way, for the Lakers. Like, I think they need Dan Hurley right after LeBron leaves. Right? Like, that's when you should take the big swing at the guy who is going to be the legitimate big face of the program. Like, Dan Hurley now almost might be a little bit of a waste, because what if you have to get rid of him halfway through that contract that you sign him to, and you have to pay him out the rest of it, but LeBron didn't want him here anymore, so you got to say goodbye.
Well, they were offering him 6 years. LeBron's not going to be around for 6 years. Well, Bronny will be, I guess. I guess no matter what, you're dealing with LeBron in some capacity. Yeah, I don't know. How much money does it take to get him? $100 million?
I mean, look,
The West Coast is the best coast. You just talk about the fact that LA
You know
has
what?
beaches.
You know what? Maybe he hasn't seen one of those shirts.
that's a good
Maybe he
point.
doesn't realize.
That's a good point.
Do you want me to call him?
Wait a second. Are you trying to insinuate that somebody before you actually said West Coast is the best coast?
Yeah. I mean, come on. YOLO, guys. Well,
Oh my God.
I started working for a radio station.
Go ahead.
It was like a hip hop station.
Yeah.
I was doing sales, and they had shirts that said YOLO.
Yeah.
I was like, what radio station starts with Y? It's either a K or a W. What is this?
You thought it was the call
I
letters?
had no idea what YOLO was. I had to ask. I'm like, what is YOLO?
Why does everybody keep
internet radio?
saying this to me? Holy God. All right. Well, listen, you are in the running for that $50 OG's gift card. All you got to do is send in a talkback on the talkback mic and tell us who you would like to see in the Nathan's Famous hot dog eating contest on July 4th, since Joey Chestnut has been banned. And then if you win that $50 gift card, as we mentioned earlier, Jesse Lozano's golf tournament, you'll be in the running to have a foursome there. Or if you think you can come up with better advice for Sparky, so he left us a talkback, said that his wife cheated on him, and he's got a couple of kids, and he's upset. He's heartbroken about it. He wants some pizza.
Did you read the transcript before you press play on that flag?
Yeah, I thought it was a joke.
Oh,
It wasn't a
it was
joke.
Not
a joke.
So listen, so he needs our help. I think that's clear.
Prize picks.
Yeah.
More or less than 50 beers drank by this group at the One More Win golf tournament.
I would argue more.
You think?
Or just drinks in general.
Yeah, because you got to think there's going to be some transfusions involved.
Are we talking about from 6 a.m. until close?
Bingo.
Dude, yeah.
That more. Smash the more.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would wear out the more button if I were you. You kidding me?
Prize Picks is the best, and that unfortunately is not offered on Prize Picks, but there's a lot on there, man. Power Slap, darts, Call of Duty. How about some MMA? You got Conor McGregor fighting in a couple weeks. How about basketball? You got NBA Finals tomorrow. Padres baseball. I'm telling you, everything you could want in sports is on Prize Picks, and all you're doing is selecting 2 to 6 player stat projections for a shot to win up to 100 times your money. Prize Picks is awesome.
Yeah, it is. And like you said, you have all those different sports to choose from, plus those quick withdrawals. You know, if you want to take some money out of your account, you're not going to have to wait like 8 business days. It's going to happen much faster, easy gameplay, all sorts of stat types. Also, I love baseball. Like when you scroll to the very back of the stat types, it can get pretty obscure. It's a lot of fun. It's the #1 sports app for a reason, or I should say fantasy sports app for a reason. It's a ton of fun. I'm so glad Fletch signed up and then convinced me to sign up. And when you sign up with promo code DOGS. That's DOGS. First deposit matched up to $100. That's code DOGS. DOGS. On Prize Picks for a deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. You got San Diego Sports 760 on the free iHeartRadio app.
Are we just making this up as we go along because we don't have any copy in front of us?
760 on the free iHeartRadio app. It's easy to download and easy to play. Just type 760 in the search bar.
Woo!
Because there's other stations who use that same
That's
frequency.
right. It's not only one. Ow!
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. More great advice flooding in on the text line. So we have yet to give out the text line number today, but if you ever want to text the show, 70470, start your message with team. Sparky got cheated on. All right. He just found this news out. He sent us a talkback earlier on the talkback mic on the free iHeartRadio app. My suggestion to Sparky, it wasn't like way off the cuff. We had just had a divorced dad come on our afternoon show on 101.5 KGB and explain that he accidentally slept with his ex-wife's sister, which gave me the idea that if Sparky's wife is cheating on him, if she's got a sister, I mean, it's no holds barred in terms of revenge. Well, I didn't even think to go in this direction, but 619 says, Sparky, you need to bone your wife's mom. Which,
Jeez.
I mean,
you didn't even think about the moms.
I didn't think mom at all, honestly, but we don't know how old Sparky is. I mean, maybe she's in the wheelhouse.
Fletch might want to.
Fletch is feverishly typing into his grannyzone.com account
Not
right
my account.
Yeah, it does.
Once per show,
does have
one
your
of you
picture.
says something that literally stops my brain from doing whatever it's doing.
And
What
was
the hell was that?
Usually it's about banging grandmas.
Well, today is no different.
Tina, you got your number generator up there?
Yeah, hold on. Well, I went to it. I was trying to count how many talkbacks there were. There's a bunch. Hey, that's a new record. Okay, hang on.
Yesterday was more, but yesterday we couldn't play half of them.
Oh, okay. So I got 1 to 38, and I will generate 24. 24.
Scrolling.
Interested.
Interested.
Interested. Waiting. Okay. All right. Handy Matt. Congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations, pal. You now win a $50 gift card to OG's, and then that qualifies you to enter a foursome at Jesse Lozano's One More Win golf tournament coming up next Friday. We're going to be out there. You'll golf with us. So it's not a guarantee, but now we have 4 names in the hat. We have our 4 winners of the $50 OG's gift cards over the course of this week. We have one more winner tomorrow.
One more qualifier.
One more qualifier, or I should say one more OG's gift card winner that qualifies you for the tournament.
Adrian, Matt. Who was yesterday?
Yesterday was
Scott. Steve.
Might have been
Bart. Joe? Sparky?
What's Sparky don't golf.
Sparky doesn't golf, and by the way, Sparky doesn't drink either. So we're
He doesn't?
No. So look, we're gonna find a way to get
Does
him.
he eat pizza?
He said he wanted pizza. He said he wanted pizza. So at very least, we're gonna fill his belly with pizza.
Good.
Nice warm
good.
slice on his way back from his wife's sister's house.
Or his wife's mom's house.
His mom's house. Can you imagine? Good Lord.
He
Boy, I'll
gets
tell
home.
you right now.
Where did these fresh baked cookies come from? These look like my mom's recipe.
Well, honey, revenge is a dish best served cold. But in this case, I left with warm cookies.
Are you quoting The Wrath of Khan? Star Trek 2, everybody. That was the best Star Trek.
Are there fresh baked cookies in Star Trek?
Yep.
You're damn right. Who do we thank today, Fletch?
Thank all the roadies, the dogs, the hangers, the bangers, everybody that contributed to Talkback.
Woo!
We thank. Do we have any guests today?
Yeah, Sparky.
Yeah, Sparky.
We
Thank you,
do,
Sparky.
yeah. Oh,
Thank you,
our
buddy.
heart goes out to you, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Honestly, be well, bud. You'll get through it.
There's
You absolutely will.
as of this morning, there were 6 spots left in the golf tournament. If you want to sign up and you don't care about winning the round, you just want to buy the round, it's at onemorewin.org. That's Jesse Lozano's golf tournament coming up next Friday. You can sign up there.
Awesome. And yeah, it's for a great cause. Really excited to be a part of that. Bar Cart Friday coming up tomorrow. Brought to you by Keg and Bottle. We'll see you. The Herd's next.